Wednesday, the 4th of September 2024, 8 minutes past 1600 British summertime. Live on App 24 Radio, Arabapa Radio, App 24 Radio, GH, Facebook, App 24 Radio, Stroke TV, YouTube, App 24 Radio, and on X at App 24 Radio with another edition of Bamaso. My name remains Papa Smiley, the host, and we are here once again to do what we love best, and that is to deliberate on all possibilities with which we will become co-creators and catalysts to bring into its full essence the beautiful Ghana we are looking forward to. In simple terms, we have come to understand we are the very Ghana we talk about every now and then. And if we are the very Ghana we talk about every now and then it becomes imperative for us to be able to put on the table that which demands for us to have that very beautiful Ghana we are looking forward to. So, wherever you find yourself, in whatever capacity that you may find yourself, there is something that you can do, or there is something that you should be doing to support the creation of that very beautiful Ghana. That is what we come here to figure out, and not just figure out, we do as well. So it is more to do with personal self-development. It's a constant thing that we always have to carry on and deliberate on the possibilities that will help us to birth from within us a better version to support the promotion of Ghana. As simple as that. To help you embark upon this very exciting journey, I'll urge you to come with your primary identity, your primary identity. In the context of what we do here, the primary identity is the fact that you are a Ghanaian. Yes, and as part of the initial assessment, we assume that you are a Ghanaian, and even if you are not acting as a Ghanaian, we know you may have forgotten that you are a Ghanaian. And our duty around here is to awaken you to that true fact of you, that you are a Ghanaian. For a very long time, our secondary identities have programmed us to even forget the fact that we are Ghanaians. And when that happens, our duty around here is to reprogram ourselves so that we come to that awareness that, hey, my friend, you are a Ghanaian. Yes, you are a Ghanaian. So at that very moment, we come to the awareness once again of what and who we are. And then we act upon it. You see, it is just like the case of the prodigal son. After taking his share of the property, went to enjoy, and then it all got finished, and then later he was having challenges in life. In fact, it got to that point where he couldn't contain those challenges anymore, and then after some time he realized, what am I doing? Am I not the son of a very rich man and what have you? So at that very moment he came to the realization of who and what he is, even though he made a big mistake, squandered all the money. And as per the story, he was even eating pig food, right? So when at that very moment he came to the awareness of, hey, no. I am a very important personality. I am a very important being, yes. And even if I go and my dad is not to take me as his own. I will eat of the drops of his table. Yes, or even the leftover of his meal. I will eat it. So around here, we assume that you may have forgotten who you are as a Ghanaian. Our duty is to help you awaken that once again within you. And you see, every now and then when we talk about the subject of Ghana first, it's I will say it once again, it is massive. It's a huge thing. And with this, you have at the back of your mind that, hey, whatever the case may be, you are out there to seek the very best for Ghana. And yes. Oh, if we allow you to come and then give out the complaints about leadership, if we come, we just give you the chance to talk about the ills of certain people in power. In fact, if we give you the chance to talk about the criminal activities of leadership of our political terrain, among other things, I'm very certain you'll be able to talk for the rest of the day. Yes. Well, if I allow you to do that, I know you can talk. Yes. So after that, and then what? When you talk about all that, and then what? What again? Okay. Well, what again? Yeah. I'm very certain what you are seeking to achieve is to figure out ways with which these individuals will be able to express wisdom, express intelligence, among other things, right? That is what you are seeking to evoke. Or is that not the case? I'm very certain that is the case. So yes, in as much as leaders or people in places of power may be doing certain things, our dream is for them to be able to come to the awareness of what they are as Ghanaians and act upon that. When you come to the awareness of what you are as a Ghanaian, you act as such. So yes, we have a lot to talk about when we just leave ourselves the chance to talk about the ills happening within our country. But the bottom line is, we want every single Ghanaian to come to the awareness of the Ghana within them and act upon it. So if you are here for the first time, I will entreat you to come as a Ghanaian, if you can. However, if you have forgotten, we will support you. We will guide you. So that your true identity in the context of what we do here once again will be able to come into expression. When you truly love Ghana, I bet you wouldn't let sycophancy destroy any part of Ghana. If you truly love Ghana, you will come to the realization that no individual is bigger than the whole. When you truly love Ghana, you will come to realize that no part is bigger than the whole. When you truly love Ghana, you will come to realize that even 90% of Ghanaians is not bigger than the 100% of Ghanaians. I hope you understand the concept here that I'm putting forward. So no matter how big your secondary group or secondary identity may be, it is never bigger than Ghana. And if you love Ghana, you seek the very best of the whole of Ghana. That is what we are programming ourselves into. And this is where it gets very, very dicey and very, very, intriguing. When we are seeking the very whole, the very best for the whole of Ghana, you see, that very person that you have come to identify that, hey, that person is in some act or in some activities destroying Ghana, that person is also part of the whole of Ghana, or you don't know, that person is part. And your one of your responsibilities is to be a catalyst to awaken the wisdom, the intelligence, right, and the creativity in that person. That is one of your responsibilities. So it gets very intriguing, isn't it? There are some individuals left to us alone. We would have just cut their head off, or among other things. So we break their legs and then we chuck them somewhere. But hey, they are part of the whole. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. So it's a huge call on us to be able to, first of all, be co-creators and also be catalysts that awakens the wisdom, the Ghanaian virtues in all of us. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to the questions and answers version of Bamaso. And she has strong say the mudo the muapi and then come out. Baby, I will take be our feeding at A24 radio, Abrapa radio na A24 radio GH. Facebook ya A24 radio stroke TV, YouTube A24 radio and X at A24 radio. Mediano aya Papa Smiley. And ne yaba wukwada ya friend of questions and answers is as mbusa any anu ye. And they say yaba yabe to hadwene na yahwede ye bitumi ayo ba bia ye gine biara. Na yama o my Ghana and so afa ne ntumapa efra. Ya kase o my Ghana efa ne ntumapa efra eno a ene wa right. Enti ya so opese how deadly your actions or your inactions, and how progressive your actions and your inactions are. Dan den na ya me kase de wuye bia no ya measure in its totality na hwe ade. So enti se chrono kitu bi na wo ba no busa ho se Ghana fu nyina boss akro no nkiti we bia what will be the magnitude, right? Abebo wow amwo hu say there be ade a wo ye no e wo so ujai so senso ade papa bi ana wo ye nso a na wo busa ho say se Ghana fu nyina ye yesi a sen ne bi si aye no kura ma encouragement e ma wo ye no more wo ye no more enti say yaba de na che say yeba na yaba ye hu aduru na ye hunu say de ye bia no, it is a contributing factor to say ebenya saga na ye pena na say nya Ghana na ye peno ni nyina ne say the fundamental law of life or law of nature, which is the law of cause and effect. And no, Anna Yadi Juma. You see, you may be someone I watching say, "Oh, dear, undi the Kurasa Yamu baby," right? Yeah, oh, dear, oh, unini say there is even a power elsewhere that makes all things possible. That's fine, but you can't refute the existence of some of the basic laws of nature. One of them, the law of cause and effect. It's a law. You can't refute it. You can't dispute that law. And as long as it works across nature, no, it is all around us. So whatever that we are causing, we will certainly enjoy the effect. You see, so would you have a Semako supposed me and pe na fifi, right? And many bo hon mo would you a chepa and sana effect number. It means you are quick. The person children say course will be obe putu across will be no. Okay, right. The effect may take some time before you may be able to experience or get to know. Say, hey, effect nothing album. And he said, hey, out the Makosha for more. I will check a class and check another and check. As compared to Sibia the cuckoo, a chef for more. And I said, we are the body and I bunch a chef for more. So every action be and I say every course will be no no on a timeline. I would be experience effect no. And we work with this law also. Now you who say adi bia ye be ye my Ghana no. We will certainly rip off the effect. As simple as that. nti yɛbɛyɛ ho aduro na ɛdi kan yɛtumi ama Ghana na ada ɛwɔ yɛn mu no ɛnyane. Ghana na da yɛbɛnyane no ɔse ɛngu nyane na Kwame frɛ yɛbɛnyane saa Ghana no na yɛnyane saa Ghana no wie a our lives also become an example unto others, inviting them to what we are already practicing as Ghanaians. Nti ebusa sɛ wow when I din a wo kan Ghana ho asɛm din. Oh, what of you is an example as a Ghanaian to another fellow Ghanaian to emulate? What of you? Ediebe ode waka. What of you? So dear na wo ya actually someone who is practicing Ghana for others to also learn from. What of you? Likewise, we asked yesterday, say, Yenina, Yabaka Safidi Swa, Yankasa Yemu, Yeni Muno, evoke certain things in other people. Okasa o can it evoke something from another. Likewise, the utie free will be hono and also evoke something within you. For example, when someone are making what is it evoking out of you? What is the call to action that the words that is coming of me is put into you? And that is what those things these words are evoking of you. Likewise, if I am listening to you, your words are also seeking to evoke something of me. These are all examples of ways with which we can put our lives as a template for others to also learn. And as a practicing Ghanaian, what of you can be seen as an example unto others? Also, say yede kasafidie kura yem fato ho a ene bodin nyahwe bodin obodin say oh bema bene wa asemete bema bene wa ne kasa no evoke this of me. It makes me come to the awareness of this that so on the identity. Let's celebrate the very ones who are evoking some awesomeness within us. So and more so no yenso no more than say package the things that we say on the radio. So the when it hits the target, the desired results will certainly also come into expression. Say otieni said the doctor Zazadentu anatina anasa rebedi akon Dr. Ebenezer Mofabuatin once again the papa yenti nananketia yebuboni dinda Ghana for represented by Ofakofi Chumberima, United States represented by Uncle Sam Safu, Bombardier and Swabata joint and MFN representatives are United Kingdom represented by Gamanche Abi board chairman and so better honum Spain for the rest of Europe represented by Wafabwedi also in that corner Yentinsi the field of Ghana, and as units of Ghana we are here to play a very beautiful game for us to win for Ghana. And depending on where you stand, depending on where you come from, you may be the striker, you may be the midfielder, the center back, the goalkeeper, or what have you. It is not just the field and a team, no. One bench, one more kitchen, will be a team, no, right? So no matter where you stand, we are here to figure out how best we will be able to function in that capacity to make Ghana a very, 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 very beautiful place. That is all that brings us here. Right? na mahu sɛ bɛma Sam Safo wɔn deɛ sɛ yɛyɛ a na wɔwura mu so nti ma menkɔ Sam Safo so na mehwɛ sɛ Sam ayɛ ready deɛ a ɔmyɛ mmɔ nkɔmmɔ wie a makɔmfa Kofi Twumbarima ɛso Sam wote me nka deɛ a bama so o
adwen kɛseɛ Papa Smile
na wobɔkɔ deɛ
yesu adom bɔkɔɔ
sweet
mɛyɛ no first na ɔne ɔfa Twumbarima bɔ
okay nti wawo biribi a wopɛ sɛ ɔka sisi a neɛ waka ka no fast ne yɛnkɔ
yeah it just when you say Wednesday there idea about quantity and all how the same because like I've said many times it comes from the people like people regular average Ghanaians now mostly they call in by I think and I mean Prince somebody because I same way but I don't know if you're kind if anybody heard him or not Yensu no I Wagana no Charlie they were bombarded kind so I went home and I was thinking about it and meeting or how this probably at least 2 people are afraid. It's as if say like and fall beyond by not bombarded kind of and maybe the bar one shot the won't collaborate one almost minante. Uncrophobe ever be because of his sooner or no. And you'll be a bit me at talk like pure water to say be a minnow. And I say be a pussy on phone be all move here to only be brain on to me and toss and so way. And in your BS maybe some essay or my mom bit me from to self a Kwame and all kind of and then I can't ask get by a very, very serious. So I don't know. Man, I feel say we have to do something. Say if we will come together and maybe I said $5 or $10 now. Yeah, the better top billboards that were Ghana have raised some sort of awareness. We have to do it because yes, maybe I'll do it me as a self business for now and down for my name. So some CCC by it's getting very serious and it's getting very sad because the sad part in this it's just a handful of people. And I'm gonna say like millions of people life just because of their greed, just because of perceiving community. And honestly, for Fred, no musu, almost palma for job, almost pumping for job. And we know that it can be stopped by just say perceiving community, be a union chain, and be a the open. It's as if so penny be any fear. I'll bet me Asiano am I by still elected so-called in penny for so-called honorables. I to say they look out for the average person and nobody is doing anything. By sending the prince I can and run and maybe the Bawa Ghana you have bad crippled people. You won't call out that 6 fingers, 10 toes. Wow, it could get there. And they're not doing anything about it. You see, I just wanted to point this out. I don't know, maybe later on we can make a special program. This is it's a billboards and you better just to raise awareness in the country so they can see that perhaps we can do something by intimate and fair non kid. Like Prince Beckham and Run, I'm sure it's what can't I don't for a moment that's it, it's gone. Nothing is gonna be done. It's like we have to do something. It's very sad. See, that was a non-continental document, so I just wanted to get it out there. Later on, saying 24th and what platform is, and it's something we can do. I'm sure the majority of us will be happy to pitch in however way we can. So,
okay,
not an investment account.
You, say, Obebeka say, what knew him? Nah, in as much as putting up billboards, perhaps when the people see some pictures of how our river bodies are being destroyed, how the environment is being destroyed, perhaps it will awaken some sense of urgency within them to mount pressure on the people who have to use the power that our land is giving unto them to take care of the environment. As you kept talking, no, one of the usual questions that comes to mind was, what are some of the reasons for the failed fight against Galamsey? What are some of the reasons for the failed fight against Galamsey? Truly speaking, when you hear the very ones who have traveled the length and breadth of our dear nation, looking at every part, and then they tell you the effect of this on our environment, you'll be amazed, you'll be shocked, and it seems not to be going down. Akoye say United Kingdom every 5 minutes someone gets a heart attack. That one is not going down. It's going up. It's cost because of our lifestyle in this country. I trend be a cost. Disana Galamsey is why it's also a trend. It's going up, right? It's more or less it's a failed fight against Galamsey. What are some of the reasons behind that? Now, armed with those reasons behind the failed fight against Galamsey, what are the possible remedies that we can put to the table? Ebina Samsafo Eken Yankoto billboard. So, and now on the billboard, what kind of pictures are we putting on those billboards? A dear message and a dear to so that one a bit me Akenkano, his womada, they will awaken to the realities on the ground. One intimi kenkana womo etimi ehuno ehwe pictures na omo ti ase no womo behwe no womo say say yet na ho ama enkrofo bi de sekan adwa nanka. What are we seeking to evoke out of the people through possibly the suggestion of Bema Samsafo? Yenkoti of Achumberema, yenti of Achumberema. Na review of me call Abi Gamanche eso over Kofi Chumberima say wotimin kanwa ready dia bamaso
Adrinkeshia.
Good afternoon.
Adrinkeshia, yeah.
Over Saboko there.
I'm very well. I'm as fit as a fiddle. I'm very fit.
Me also said ya we see kasa no yana vibrancy boom no. Oh fit pa.
Thank you.
Oh fit. Na offer we quickly ansem a some I can't want me of Galamsey. Me say Galamsey dey we say enya de fufuro. Na egusua tete pa. Now offer in your view what are some of the reasons for the failed fight against Galamsey? What are some of the reasons for that failed fight against Galamsey?
Okay, thank you. That's a beautiful question, and answers and our responses are very simple. I will try to explain it. Say, asasi biya ni wa eniura. Asasi biya pinti asasi ewura. Me de ba bofokasa in governance society biya. There are 187 countries throughout the world. If you are organized, Ghana is an organized society, so you will run. At this moment, from January 7, 2017, your government headed by Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, one of the ministers. They are tasked with that sole responsibility to take charge, to look after, to defend, protect the boundaries of Ghana, the citizens of Ghana, and everything on the land of Ghana. That is their core mandate. But because of greed indeed, it's not their priority. You know, we want to break the eight. Break the eight and continue to behave irresponsibly. They have behaved so irresponsibly for the past
Oh, say baby at TS of a homonym. Be at TS of a homonym. Yo, yan train of a kakra. Obaba. I shall say a bon common more de. Yeah, na. What's it? Breaking the eight of our connect. Very simple. Breaking the eight to do what? You want to break the eight to achieve something. So what are you breaking the eight to achieve?
Mama, Papa, you are.
Over 1 second. No.
Okay.
Mete audio beat now. I don't know. Many people will have several interpretations to that. Say Naba Wumya. I say. So Oyeni na at the end of I mean something to that effect. Then just how I say striker or catcher system shimmy goose na next game the ever na message you only identity and you want to break the eight to do what? And not just that. We was say and na onokra aye Mahama na aye president no. Adentina they also person in na mra ba no. Why so when you hear some of these things or the tunes and you realize I'm saying young crazy offer June to our so why
right that clearly you're buttressing my point. Say the current crop of leaders I Ghana will be so wicked, heartless, clueless, and they are so irresponsible. I'm talking about MPP and NDC, but especially MPP because they are in power. NDC is not in power. They are not in power. But since 2017 to today, 8 years or no, it is NPP. And at this time, there have been an escalation of and then the systematic deliberate looting and destruction of our environment. Any Galamsey activity has been on the increase. Under when Akufo-Addo, the only president of Ghana, 7 years now, was appointing the most officials. Taking power, he appointed 111 ministers. Unprecedented. ABC Ghana. When he was questioned, he was in a hurry, and the end would justify the means. A trade was created 6 regions, so the additional ministers acquire 124-25. And women, it has not brought anything positive. Rather, a cromfo and a dorsal woman can not woman rear their ugly head. She said the woman grow horns. And the woman say everything in Ghana. Abroad, and can they call duty for him to protect everything in Ghana, the land, the citizens. And or maybe also the youth, they are the future of Ghana. Ghana, yes, statistically say there were a very huge, there were about 60, 65, 70% youthful population between the ages of 15 and 35. People, the range, people in my age bracket, we are on injury time. We are gone. And we are not leaving anything good for the young people because of greedy people. Now, Galamsey Yewo Abai. Abai was soldier, president of the country, was a commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. There were police. There were several layers of security corps, BNI, immigration, so many of them, CID. Now, Akufo-Addo went further to give us the promise that he's putting his presidency on the line to defend Galamsey. That's 7, 8 years old. That is not the case. Rather, Nabusa who said, a day na Galamsey won't even stop. When every 275 districts work at Rebiano, there is a state officer or representing the president, district chief executive. Now these are the people because Galamsey you know Accra and then Kumasi. Yentu last be announced status rule. Yentu on the villages where you would DC or a kufa that appointed, you know. And I don't think I want to me and report every morning. The month be a security docket on the desk of the president coming from all the 275 districts. According to E2, the core duty of the president is to protect the citizens and the country. And water is life. Say the nipa kra me no ye moja way ye now. It move 70-75% made up of water. And that your water bodies are see a water from titi no. Galam say for to openly as I speak. Ubako if you be to see a friend is some fine to and not do a via anopa. And the Kufuado is not arresting these people. And that yes, you one year. You see, it's so sad. Me who be babyada. And there was a long VIE program, Ghana Water Company. We almost say ensure your pump, you treaty pump or every home in especially a sika they talk a dual chemicals to treat now it means treaty all the foreign residues will be the TBI about kakra chemicals will be mercury ni other dangerous foreign materials escape into our homes. These things are not going to kill people today. Ebeko your yem, your mojemu, your muscles. So it may take more than 10, 15, 20 years. And Crawford will mark ya woman near me and the year 9 and 9 site. So Akufo-Addo is supervising the destruction of human lives in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Apart from destroying our financial, so it is so bad, so bad. You can't radio TV, what's what you be about it. Mimi Mr. Abe, Otiemia, very well said. I want to see something happen. Something I have to give. There must be a friend say, people must rise up and demand accountability. This is how it's done all over the world. Anybody who wants to understand me must go back and read all the good history books. Everywhere in the world, societies have gone through similar problems, but then the people have to rise up. The best one was the French Revolution. And that brought this current dispensation of democratic principles, throughout Europe and extended core America. Indeed, the Air Force to Ghana, Mr. Sam Safo Oboso, I reho say Yatuaba, they say yes, and the party, Akufo-Addo's party says yes, I'm woman twice will be. Sir. Abadam Samu Abanyama ATM Babun Trust Namun continue to destroy the country because of your greed. Now, this is the only country who say a nipa a Jimmy for power support to body. Because you have far a trio, I say to Abama MPP. One more Jenny, who quite a country region, what you are. Who was going to be a minute? The Akos comes to Monte. You have the Oma Museum with the Oma UP4. So they've stopped thinking. So the tragedy, that is how bad it is. We are in dire straits. A lot of people, the next 5-10 years, are going to die. People are dying already. So what recently, there's a rise in kidney diseases and so many. And your money be Sikasem, who's then called 4 pensions, Abano didn't start to so. Apart from that, they say the from all. But be ensure a clean a Akosombo river Volta and Kwa. Yenny won't cry, we are safe because there's no Galamsey activity in the Volta region. You issue free honor. Maybe I can be throughout the country, ensure a compromise. And in the idea, be a compromise. So seriously, we are in a very dangerous situation.
Okay.
So Tinipano, I'm sorry, and I'm maybe a one person. I cannot be a one-man crusader. One more year sycophancy, they should drop their sycophancy and start talking logic. Say, a Bible of the day, a Kufuor MPP about a body. Yen two of free because they will not act rightly. This whole year of will be forever. This is a situation in Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
and these are the facts,
Okay.
hard facts. And you have Dr. Emin, where director of academic work at Kofi Annan Center, was he has no hope in Ghana in his lifetime, and he's as old as me. Yen yina mean the age of woman, but this 77, and yeah, I mean said be another 77 years. So therefore, we introductions now. People are not happy saying it, but we are just about the next 10, 20 years. If I look up to myself, I'll be gone. And now they are made 100 years. No, it's not practicable. So we are just about 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah. By that time, I went to be 19, then you are weak, and then you're gone. You're gone. One more 30, 40, they've got 50 years to get to maybe 77. They are faced. This is sad. This is tragic. And these are real problems in Ghana. And nobody's doing anything about it. But I started my activism, and I pray and hope everybody will join this activism to condemn this government. Say they are in power. They should stop. And where you say, what the past 8 years, what would they 8 years? Honest, to reduce or to stop all this Galamsey activity. They have been busy making money for themselves, all right, but they are not busy saving the lives of the rest of the population. So that's very irresponsible.
Okay. All right then. Thank you very much. Mse ofa abobo some of the reasons ama ye feel the fight against Galamsey. One of them that stood out very clear. An irresponsible leadership.
Thank you.
Irresponsible leadership. Just say, yeah, the 2 million amount. And 2 million, yeah, the amount. No, you have to protect. Or my Ghana. And the Niama or Winina, and I ultimately for 2 million. And yes, Jumana. I just say something may be behind the scene. And ama why so irresponsible. Say striker be field ni ma onim say striker enke I mean I was saying ultimate shegu. But here the performance on the field no ultimate and shegu. I was so hwehwem. If you na over field no. Okudi aduane bi ama ne yam ya. So into field no was no on feel good, on feel comfortable. One reason can lead us on to several other reasons for us to be able to drive ourselves to the solutions that we need. Yes, of Kofi Achre or say irresponsible. What made them irresponsible? So
I agreed. Papa.
Okay.
Mr. 1 second. Recently, what gave rise to the last World War from 1939-45? There's a young man, their friend Adolf Hitler, who free Austria, or Germany, or started Tea Party, the Nazi Party, and he had the support. Sadly, strangely, he had the support from intellectuals, from university professors, Nazi volunteers, and they kept quiet and allowed this one man to destroy the whole of Germany, the whole of Europe, and you have to take the resolute actions of people like Winston Churchill and General Eisenhower, United States, to come in to invade France, the D-Day, London, to fight with Adolf Hitler and defeat him. And Sana, when I forced him or committing suicide, to say the man was coming to destroy the whole world. One person, so irresponsible human being, because of greed. What brought down me, I saw him say, when you're a normal human being. Even across America, if you allow somebody like your friend to say, Donald Trump, to have his way, the man is so rich, he's a billionaire in stupidity, the man can be another Adolf Hitler. He will destroy the whole world. And yet, Ghana, and your friend say, Kufuado, Yaya Dean, Yafeno, said, and I say, Baumia say, if we're in area, when your power now, and you baby no way. What a stupid comment. What a stupid statement. You see the depth of their irresponsible behavior. When he said it, was this way in area now? What continue to be? So he's happy to see people dying today. because he wants power. He's clouded with power. So stupid, so irresponsible. Jesus Christ. Papa,
eti offer. So the American one reason should lead us to the next, and then we keep going until we derive or we get to that point where we'll see the problem very clear, and then we'll be able to also provide practical solutions, and then we will see the way forward. So if I say the more I irresponsible, no, a greed. Greed if he and then also buy a commando matche. I say a commando bicha, woman at Diania, and Hinia, a nipasu, all manners will be thrown out of the window. Down here, or the Nsami Nukrana, a bedidi. But in penny voices is a commando said the Krana, Nanya Diania, found some in the D. Ya kind of sad honum dear, but is it something so easy for you to remember? Say, hey, a command watcher dear, but hey, unya duania, nyabotre, and don't forget your manners and eat. And one thing will certainly lead to the other, and then I will be able to get to the solution that we need. Remember what we want, and they say, we will kill all the sense of irresponsibleness by thunder or fire. A Christopher more by thunder or by fire. Yes, we want to destroy it. And then as we transform them with the power of fire, the fires, they will come to the awareness of their true selves once again. That is what we are seeking to have. For us to be able to get there, we need to be able to get to the roots and understand the problem very well. That is one of the things. Questions and answers. I know say it will open a floodgate of many things to also be said. But one other thing, I'm a person who will offer briefly. And the animal about Casafidi onfa baako ana mienu na omami hu so tie sa nuanom mienu a de ebe ana sa nuanom no ekenya ewo ne mu so tie the words of say Monarch, and I say when he's listening to the voice of Albert of Abuadia de enkenya ana onya ewo ne mu say what is the call to action that he gets from saying anumu a wote omunka ewo kasafidie so onfa ba kope anase mienu pe
I'll go yeah, I'll go for two.
Okay.
When I listen to somebody like Garman say Mr. Abe, I see him in me, in spirit and in ideology. Yeah, he believes in he has nearly most of my orientation. He believes in positive action. He believes in good governance, and he supports people to be responsible. So we are able to identify irresponsible action. When we see a person is a failure, we can identify. We don't have space for sycophancy. Abe and myself, we don't resonate with sycophancy.
Okay.
We don't tolerate it. Number two, I also see that new young man, Mr. Monarch Dakwa Young, is quite vibrant. The man is enlightened and is prepared to learn even more. And he comes out again more. So, he speaks most of the things that I've said previously. And he also has got a spirit of good governance. He wants to see a change happen in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see him there. He's thinking on the same path that I've been advocating for years. I've been around. I'm an old crusader. He's a young man coming up, and I see him in the same light. Yeah, okay. So I support most of the things, not everything, but most of the things, more than 50% of most of the things that he says here are just most of my thinking, my philosophy. So.
All right, then, Ofa Kofi Chumberma, thank you very much for sharing that as well. Nafi Yanko Abi Gamanche. Eso yentie no. Yentie de ga manje enso ewo edemai. Bama so abi.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Na boko de.
Charlie, I just finished my lunch now, isn't it?
If o ye bo udi ni kra keke no so. Akwese baba bi wo ho no ma wo to oba bi din a ɛhɔ na ne ho nyinaa kra sane no ɔhu kyɛ sɛ ofa twum ti wudia na sɛ ne ho nyinaa yɛ ne yi na so wo sere saa ɔhu sɛ ini abotre na so kra afia odo se bema bia o last just 14 minutes ɛwɔ mpem no we red flag dia nyabotre enti me bo wudia ofa sha se serisa say I don't know nim dia why ofa ofa ti wudi although me person can me find offer for doing that there because we kasa wie na me twa no a o sen ka mute wa there but ofa gina ho o se da o afene o dum no so me nim dia why offer but whichever way abo abaso say otoni a you evoke something good within him. A man in Kenya be man who say yes, he has a younger version of himself in you, and you know it's also a call on duty on you. Say what offer is identified of you, know you polish it up, you package it very nicely, and then you do it much better. Abi, udi enyitie yanko.
Thank you, Mr. Chum and Papa Smiley. Thank you for communicating this to me. You see, we also have admirers. Do you understand? Our Chum is one of them. There is one guy on a different program, Francis. Papa Smiley, me, when I hear this guy, I mean, the guy talks too much sense. Papa Smiley, we all want Ghana to work. Oh. Do you understand? Because if Ghana is not working, it is an insult to all of us, to our very existence as human beings becomes questionable. Papa Smiley, if you operate within certain circles and you see the way we are handling ourselves, it's so pathetic. Yeah, so Papa Smiley, that is where some of us are coming from. Papa Smiley, look. If you have a football player, you've bought this football player expensive, you maintain that player expensive, and he tells you, oh, I have to be moderate with the goals I score, because when I score, Personally, that thing about me said, tell me, is it not insult to all Ghanaians?
Oh, it's an expression of his intelligence. Let's put it that way.
Oh.
What's the point now, can I say? It's an expression of how he's able to evolve in intelligence. Because you can't make this statement to any employer and still hold your job. So let's just say, okay, I mean, you can't make this statement to any employer and still hold on to your job. It's an expression of his level of.
There are people. There are people seeing this guy as their hero.
Abi, and so you see, him so be on. So can't admire me wa.
Ubia one hanu. Hey, wallahi.
Wisdom is made possible because by fully. You see, for light to shine, there should be darkness. There should be darkness. And you know, they also who say definitely uncrophobia the lower levels they will still have their admirers. And you now no duty or your call to duty is to figure out ways with which you will bring those individuals up. You bring them up. But the interesting thing is, as you continue to bring those individuals up, now position now leave you vacant now a man for front so Baba Felix that position there will always be the very ones at the bottom. That is why you don't need to be so upset when you see people on the lower levels. All you need to be concerned about is how you'll be able to channel your energies to bring them up. That's the whole thing. Because me can't be I say for class 1 uncle when we're graduating from class 1. Class 1 will always be there. The very ones at the bottom, the sycophants, what have you, they will be there always. They will be there. And your call to duty is to bring them up. Abby, carry on.
Yeah, so Papa Smiley, when are we going to wake up and develop concepts, models, principles, to guide our way of life, our performance? When? Do we have to wait for Oyibo to do all these things? Then they'll say, oh, as for you people, when Oyibo sneezes, that is what you want. But these people are upsetting the pace. Without them, we black people cannot survive. Africans cannot survive. When are we going to bridge or break this thing? When? Oh, Papa Smiley, it seems some of us are too worried about these things. Papa Smiley, when Akufo-Addo, when he was being sworn in, can you tell me some of the things he swore on? Can you tell us? At least the court thing. Didn't he say he was coming to protect the resources, everything of Ghana?
That's it.
So is it what he's doing? Is that what he's doing?
So what is the reason behind his inability to do what he said he would be doing?
Papa Smiley, we don't care about reason.
And Sunday a solution. And I want
as a leader.
Debbie. I mean, don't you want solution? Don't you want solution? I'm certain you want a solution, and I need a solution up it.
Oh, solution when the leader is not delivering. The law and short of this is the man has failed. You cry, you were being charitable when you were introducing is failing something. The man has failed already. Papa Smiley, what we are going through is a complete leadership failure. I mean, beyond imagination. Oh, so when they say the buck stops with the president, that is just a saying or what? If Akufo-Addo can tell us we should sleep today, now, why can't he tell the people doing Galamsey to stop? What again? Why can't he tell them to stop? The man is useless. Look, Papa Smiley, yesterday when I had a little encounter with Monarch. So I went to LinkedIn to look at the profiles of most of the people managing us. The first person I looked for was Akufo-Addo. Hey, wallahi. Akufo-Addo profile on LinkedIn, apart from him being president of Ghana, even the school he went, University of Ghana, that's all. There's nothing. He didn't show his qualification, he didn't show anything. I look at Asensu Boakye. Asensu Boakye. His only experience, I think about 1 year or something, work as research assistant with AMA. That is what this guy has used to be Minister of Housing and Minister. Now, where is he now? Papa Smiley, I profiled them. I say, oh, no wonder. No wonder. That is why Ghana is where it is. All of them. These are not the who is talking rubbish. All of them. Even this finance minister who told us that after 1 week he came, oh, the city will fall, the city will be dropping. All what is done is some NGO thing. This is why he's finance minister. So Papa Smiley, when NPP, every mao Baomia, all this noise they are making, Baomia is a guru. Baomia worked at Bank of Ghana less than 1.5 years. Less than 1.5 years as deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. Look, anybody who wants, if you have a profile on LinkedIn, go and check the profile of all these. They are there, and they don't even feel shy. Do you understand? When I saw their profile, I was even feeling shy for all of them, because you don't put these stupid things on LinkedIn. You don't put these stupid things on LinkedIn. And I checked out the Ghanaian deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, Efuache, beautiful CV on LinkedIn. I say yes. Papa Smiley, look, this is the reason why we are where we are. And the Tom, Dick, and Harry, and the rubbish, and the stupid thing they give you post, the person doesn't even understand what the post entails, including the president, Akufo-Addo. Now, what MPP people are telling us, oh, it should be communal effort. It should be, Papa Smiley, you, Papa Smiley, when you go to Ghana, can you go and stop these people holding champagne? Tell me how you want to do it. How you will do it. Can you go and stop them?
Ebia, you're quiet. I was see you super connect. I was see Ed need to know. I said, I was see so or reinforcement or 2 more guns, you know.
Hey, Papa Smiley.
Mama, you know, and I'm Miss Majim, so of a chum grass bear or bear me, you know, or near the account. Hey, near TS Crew. Yes,
You are jokers. Do you understand? Look, Papa Smiley, before COVID, I worked for British Chambers of Commerce. And part of the thing we used to do is deal with companies, you know, win businesses for UK companies and so on. There was one company which came, nuclear regeneration company. And Papa Smiley, they have regenerated a nuclear site in one of the UK regions. Papa Smiley, when they tell you lie down and sleep, you will not even know that this site has been a nuclear a site before. So the point is, why can some people do it and others don't even have a clue? Do you understand? These are people, these Akufo-Addo and these people, their parents stole all our money, sent them to come and stay here. And Akufo-Addo's profile, he went to a speaking school and all those rubbish. Papa Smiley, the thing where we have reached now is out of our hands. Do you understand? It's a complete failure by this rubbish Akufo-Addo. The man is so useless that I even feel shy as this man is my president. Seriously, I feel shy Akufo-Addo is my president. Leadership, I will not ascribe leadership to him. There's nothing leadership about Akufo-Addo. It's so rubbish. Papa Smiley, look at the state we are in. We don't even know where to start. But if you go to Ghana now, and let's say there's Galamsey something around your area, tell me, who are you going to report to? When they say citizens should get involved, we should all fight. Tell me where I'm going to. You go and report this thing to. Tell me where. Where? But you see, when COVID came, they were able to prepare an information center where everybody, and this stupid Baumia who says if he keeps doing something, he doing everything, he wouldn't know what to do. This Baumia went to that call center to take calls. They did that because they knew COVID, if they don't act, COVID will kill all of us, including them. So because they were directly involved, they did the right thing. But this one, because they are involved, they are benefit from it, they don't care. I don't know whether this is stupidness or just mere greed or look, when COVID came, I said the knowledge and the vim with which they used to fight COVID, if we have used the same level of effort to develop a country, we would have gone far by now. But after COVID, that's all. And Papa Swale, you know me why I don't buy this stupid reasoning. People have been saying our problem is Ukraine, COVID. Papa Swale, when you are managing any organization, any company, the world is not standing still for you. The world is not going to stand still for you to display like Akufo-Addo is doing. The world is moving. It is up to you to forecast, to create scenarios of, on eventualities, uncertainties, and operate within. That is where good governing countries, good governing organizations play within. You have to think ahead. You have to be proactive. The next government or the next leader who will come is not only coming to operate on the assumption that hey, nothing will change. No, you have to think of what is going to happen and plan for it or prepare for it. But that is not what we see. All what we see is Akufo-Addo just displaying, and he's got stupid people, sycophant, following him. When you criticize him, cry, hey, you are insulting him. Insulting him.
I'm saying, Abby. Oh,
yeah.
Sir, unim nyum we say, na nkabere na yo ya. What is anyum ne da on?
Is it Lumba's thing?
I say
Lumba.
Nana champon.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Or say usu kra na me no more. Na nkabere na yo ya. Na dem be say tribusa ne say, Mr. Wo. Said the old kind, say what's no, ya. Said the Uzi canon, ya pa. No, friend Crawford stupid here and then, ya. And see, okay, cast answer na then Crawford, ya now, person who feel it, then now person who feel it, then now person who feel it.
Papa Swale, you see, when somebody, I told you last week or so that I cannot be tolerant or impatient or to people. Papa Swale, hold on, let me finish. To people who are supposed,
and then because they say no.
Yeah, to people who are supposed to know better. Papa Swale, if I come and tell you I'm an accountant, and you bring something accounting to me and I cannot do it. Tell me how you talk to me.
I should tell you how I will talk to you. Send here. You might
how you convince me. You tell me.
Because
that is why you are telling me to talk to these people. Oh, this guy is accountant. He's got all what he claims. He's got all these things. And now, so tell me, you talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely.
Oh, Tio. May
and along the line, cry because of the way I sold myself to you, lost some money. So talk nice to me.
I would say. I may per accountant. Oh, and I've put the advertisement out there. And I'll buy me chain. Say, the MPS will be a man. You can do it. And mama will be so okay. A situation like this, address it for me. So, and who answer on the buyer no. Meeting standard.
Papa Swale is not only answer. You lost money. Like how our forest reserve, everything is finished now.
You see,
our river bodies are finished now. So talk nicely to me.
That is where the no issue, no, right? Oh, nipa no ba wenim no. Assessment no we could root to what level. And I will do we surrender we seek the man and say on her smile. So did you do a proper assessment of the person? Because now even Obia yes or more expert in the forest trade among other things, they can still lose money, right? But the thing is, nipa ne di kan ba wɔ nim no. Oh, assessment na wo ye ya ansa na wo di sika ma no. Assessment be na wo ye. Did you do a thorough assessment? Okay. Did you do all the necessary checks before? We see our workers yanko linking yinko he amount for profile away. Did you do enough checks before you gave your money to that person? And yes, sir, he has made you lost money. And in the would you talk to the person? Oh no, first of all, Nebusa say, what checks did you do first of all? That is my point.
Okay, Papa Smiley. So assuming I didn't do a thorough check.
I don't want to assume.
Okay, that is what you're assuming. Assuming I didn't do. Assuming I didn't do a thorough check. The bottom line is, the bottom line is, you want me to solve a problem for you. Despite all your checks and everything. Even footballers, these players, before they buy them, don't they take them to scientific medical examination? Some of them, after passing the medical exams, they're very weak, their leg is broken.
That's right.
Do you understand? So you can do whatever to some extent. Some stupid people will pass through, like Akufo-Addo. So tell me when the person has presented himself to you that we have the men. We have the men. We are this. Like Baumia, this is Baumia like grasshopper who is lying everything, lying his way. So let's assume those of us who can scream it out have screamed it out. But other people will say, let him in. Okay. Then he comes. That's about all what he's saying. Then he start to fool. He start to underperform. And you still want me to talk? So you talk nice to me. Tell me.
Abe, you see that is why I wanted to find out where do you want to take whatever submission you want to put across. What are you seeking to achieve?
Baba Smiley, the bottom line.
Let me finish. You wait, okay?
Yeah.
Where do you want to reach with whatever submission that you are making? Do you just want them to be upset? Do you want them to feel very, very, very sad? Very stupid. Is that just?
Yes, I want them to feel that they are the most stupid and useless group of people.
You see,
who have let the whole Ghana and Africa down. Look, listen to what Kwame Nkrumah said. This statement is so weighty that anybody who underperforms under this statement, that person has let the whole black race down.
Okay.
Nkrumah said the black man is capable. Who is capable of managing his own affairs.
Yati.
You understand? And you have Louis Farrakhan's thing when he went to Nigeria, and they were saying Nigeria is corrupt. Papa, so I have that tape. You hear what Farrakhan said?
Abi,
I've forgotten the man's name.
Mr. Him say every now
Mr.
and then,
Wallace.
You see, every now and then, when we try to find a way to blame other people and avoid taking responsibility, it makes us feel good. Only identity. Yes.
Papa Smiley, Akufo-Addo, the position is occupied. It's not just anybody.
Wait. It makes us feel very good within ourselves. You see, the biaya o kasa asemu ya na masaba osubiu. You are now insulting someone that you said you have given a job to. Ana nipa no me anye jumana, right? And then and definitely it's also an indication say the assessments that you needed to do before giving the job to that person. Also, one your assessment ye. But with me trouble nipa ne sa ba wan kasa de wo nya critical of your own. Na untwa mo ho said ye wo trouble nipa no. Now we try to just blame others and we refuse taking responsibility for the actions that we took in the things that we did. Now say yentimi and develop that culture within ourselves my yentimi nkoyanim kese because said you hunu bia no na nado a ote akunya sisi ana nipa na to abama no. Just like you admitted, you say now blind spot eso, right? You just perhaps look at a little corner and said, okay, I want to try, or I want to give my vote to him. No. Several people may also have done the same thing. And you know, are we responsible for the actions that we took, the decisions that we made? And have we accepted responsibility? In what ways are we doing further checks? So that the next time, you know, at least.
What you are telling me, what they are telling me is like, you are looking for a job, and the interviewers or your potential employer said, okay, if I've interviewed so many people, but let me give this candidate the benefit of the doubt. Exactly, you are laughing now. He says, let me give this candidate among the lot.
Why
the benefit of the doubt?
Why won't I laugh? Now, if you give someone the wait a second. If you give someone the benefit of the doubt, you are telling yourself, say, if that person fails, you are okay with it.
No.
What do you mean by no?
Papa Smiley, no.
Master.
You see, when they give you the not based on my experience, when they give you the benefit of the doubt, do you understand? It means they have some level of trust in you. Now, okay, among all the people, maybe you all tie, but I feel you have a little edge among the rest. Do you understand? But that doesn't mean when you fail, that benefit of the doubt should still hold. They will disgrace you, they will fire, they will. Papa Smiley, the benefit of the doubt was just a favor to let you in. But when you fail, Ten Hag, you know Ten Hag?
Manchester,
the United
Manchester
coach.
manager.
Let him fail right now. You see, they are marking him small gradually. Let him fail, you will see. Now they are giving him the benefit of the doubt on the basis that he will improve. Let him fail and see. So this idea we have that, okay, we are allowed. No, Papa Smiley. This is somebody who is killing all of us. Akufo-Addo is killing all of us. Papa Smiley, where these people have put us, you know, it's beyond, laughing with them. No, Papa Smiley. Look, me all what Akufo-Addo is a disaster. Papa Smiley, last week or so I said, we are living through the vision of Akufo-Addo. Do you agree? Because leadership is
on the DNA. Okay, Mami Musa Mami Musa yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, if you employ the services of a headhunter, a headhunter, now, or the nipa be browness and nipa no efilia. What would you do?
The role of the headhunter is to bring you about 2 or 3 people that he feels he uses his own assessment to say, oh, these people can be good. But it is you, the final employer, who should sit down and assess that, okay, among all the 2 or 3 people you brought, this is the one who can do the job.
Okay, all right.
You understand?
No, say headhunter no ede nipa no ba now your final checks ni nyina now o admit say okay, we say ana me penwa, right? You abscond a year the headhunt of any other further responsibility. Yes, sir. Is that what you do?
Papa Smiley, let me clarify something here.
Okay.
You are following process. All your line of reasoning is process. We've gone past process. We are in delivery, performance. And the candidate has failed to even perform, deliver the basic thing.
Abi, so I don't know if the process is not well followed to the core. How can you give a perfect delivery?
Okay, so it means next time we need to do process improvement. We need to improve, review the process. But we are at a stage where process is not important anymore. We are at a stage where performance and delivery is what is worrying us, and that is what is killing us with this Akufo-Addo.
Abi,
and his Bawumia.
And then I know person for can right. They say no. What when they say delivery no ma, okay. Now, when you trace your steps back, you come to realize. You said, "Yeah, what can you say?" The process I was saying you go through. Now, the selection. Yeah, I'm following ye. Yeah, I'm ready ye. And you know, going forward now, I say, yeah, improve upon the process with which we used to select whoever leads us. No, the very ones are.
Yeah, Papa Smiley, but that is a secondary issue. We are at a stage where performance and delivery is what is more important, and that is what this guy has failed.
You see, you know one thing. Striker was an who the over 800 minutes on the field. The crowd won't me should go wasa.
Yeah, so that is where we are now.
It is a dinner,
Look. Me, like Mr. Chum was saying, I don't agree with him on something must give. Do you understand? Something must give. Then we go and bring Damwa, Kung Fu Damwa, that Damwa, the man who was at the airport harbor taking things in the soldiers. Do you understand? We need to, Papa Swali, you see, MPP led by Akufo-Addo, they've put us at the same desperate point where we wanted a change against NDC. But the situation they put us in is even dire than when NDC was on. So right now, we just want a change. Anybody who comes is preferable. Do you understand? Anybody who comes is preferable. I never thought that these rubbish people, will put us in this situation. No. But now we've seen that these people are deadlier. They are wicked, more wicked and ruthless than the people we said we didn't want. But Akufo-Addo is the most, useless president, human being I've ever come across.
All right,
the
Abi,
man is so wicked.
Abi, why? Let home so. See, I bet you one time. He is the most useless, the most wicked. I bet you one time.
Yeah, Pasbali. Me, when I meet him face to face, I'll tell him.
Okay, we hope.
I'll look for that picture. I'll look for that picture I took with me and send it to you.
We hope before he leaves presidency.
And I will tell you what I was telling him.
Okay.
Pasbali, some of us we Akufo-Addo.
Okay. All right.
All these people, we look at their profile, whatever. Fear these people. Those people who see them as their heroes can see them, but me, no.
Okay. You
understand? Papa Smiley, we are living through the vision. If he had, we are living through the vision of Akufo-Addo's leadership. So, do you think this vision we are living through is what we wanted?
You see.
No, tell me. This is vision, proper vision we want.
I would say, you see, didn't come in, yeah, who drew. Right? Now, Mekai say, boy, chairman say, Okoto, Okoto, I could every tongue carry man. Na Ununo who saw Tosa. I don't say I can, many of us have gone through similar situations. Now, when you make such mistakes, now you learn from them, and then you make sure say the air can process and once you build upon the process in procuring the next one that you would want to endeavor. Now, Say obekwa akoto car onso obi timi ekọ no nko an wakwa akoto car afi within a short time na car na man problems eno na ema to say utimi bi so minim so da ho ya obi a okoto car for the first time you can use their service to go and check
automobile association.
They can check the car to let you know, so at least to a greater degree so you can 100%, but it be at 80%. You can be certain, so you won't be developing a major problem on the car within a short possible time or so. So the mistakes that we make should be an avenue for us to learn new things going forward. Say you say, the process you use and answer the assessment that we did initially before we gave power to some people was not up to the topper. We build up. So what I say, we build up on the process so that the next time we won't make such mistakes again. And he said,
Papa Small, a quick one. You see, this particular process review or process improvement things or process change, we call it re-engineering thing. It's a huge thing, and it's a culture that we have to imbue in all of us, from top to bottom. But unfortunately, our psyche, our mindset is lowly developed from even the parliament up to the man on the streets, such that people don't even want to see anything wrong with the fact that we need to be continuously reviewing our processes, our political processes, our governance processes, everything. Papa Smiley, that is why this part of the world, they are moving ahead. They don't sleep. You understand? And this was characterized by, Intel. At some point, any computer you buy, you see there's something written on the computer, Intel inside. Have you observed that?
Yeah, that's right. I heard. Yeah.
Yes, Intel inside is the Intel processor inside, and the one who was managing Intel at the time, Andrew S. Grove. His motto is only the paranoid survive. Only the paranoid survive. Papa Smith, I hope you understand what he means.
You have said that before.
Yes, Papa Smiley, these Oyibo, all of them, their principle is everything they are doing, from governance, from politics, from everything, they keep reviewing it every day. They don't sleep. So if you are rubbish, they weed you out. You saw the way they kicked Boris Johnson out. In about 14 years, 5 prime ministers. In Ghana, you people, you talk too much. You people, everything. Come on. You think they are so stupid to change about 5 people within 14 years? They want the best for their country. So until we develop this mindset that only the paranoid survive, you are not happy with whatever you have, you must always think of improving it. We will always be where we are and be following people like Baumia, stupid man like this, Akufo-Addo. These people.
Abe, Yate, thank you. Why? Yate, thank you.
Yeah, come again.
Mute. Okay, mute. Thank you very much. Na come mama say Bombardier ebeka kakra bia ansa na makomu na keso ene wafa kwa me so Bombardier o betima tena mu ana o kaketu ebi ne wako
kakra na se metima ya
Okay, all right then. Any Bamaso.
Ayun kese na pume.
Pum boko pa. Mamen time when I'm out meet best enkono, right? 9 minutes.
Okay.
He said I'll be able to attend to any animal before I leave. And you know, young also can be.
Yo mi da se ebeche enwanum nyina all the 7 continents mu Kwabena agreement Germany and Shalom Uruguay na enwanum nyina muti owahene Ghana mse muti ne omo amunyamba so no opusomfo na bo chema se de nim no bo chema ne guest house no kama se de aye bo hu de euro no oba sanso abo hu de euro na wakobo hu adwa na yakoye nim papa said ye kano me say referee baby of a chum ne onwa sam ye kan ye bekoso abo hama na because say no said the of a chum kan no First World War no na ye kon ye say a war to end all wars anche bia na ye sa call Second World War and so said o kan no Adolf ene ne church dom so ka say omodo besom di wiase nyina so yen so ye de a ye World War no ene ye galamsey na on say obi de tonyo say adwene ti say mpobo size obi ane ne de sa na adwene ti unso sorry no pay bia me UK ni ye ka say Europe ka say bia me share 42 America ka say me share bia be 9.5 and 10 and obi ane de mpobo be okra ye wide even though the same 9 no and 8 and say be 8 wide and I know it enye 18 na ye pepepe sa na adwene ti papa say we share Ghana nipa wa Ghana nyina ye 30.8 million 30.8 million and na one ye galamsey no and almost sponsors and papa omundru even 1% no waka say bia 1% kwa bia omundru 100,000 omundru bipa kakre bi be say akosura bia max my best 800,000 people with their and oma capture oma hold the whole country to ransom identia oko article 36 edin that's where the directive principles of state policy papa when na state in the compass when na guide state in say or direct no anano ye ka direction wasem so o ka direction wasem one can magnitude wasem direction they be en yemfa and no can state in your party ni MPP ni NDC ni wan mutrobojo wan obi abetu state no Ghana na ho and enye ne ye to aba ye benya parties ye party shares in the 50s so that's here into enye we mu na be kire series multi party system na enye ne it ye constitution at all when the compass of the state I friend the Republic of Ghana so aban bia ye beto aban wo be form government we ni kwanchira as fashion uni hu e bibia sa wo sese bibia the directive principles of state policy. Article 36. Okoha or say in some of what Article 36 no obia or ya miso obianko uploadi obianko downloadi a Ghana constitution no abridged version say wo use Apple Store wo use Play Store bit ma neko kind and normal then na papa quickly no maybe kama obia te said ye nyakopo de 613 laws ma Israel for no eno ane ade a aman bia hwe sa no man so said nyakopo laws no with that law comes the consequences emra ehu afodi ana say punishment me nyemra enti nyakopo ye ne laws ko ma Israel for the mra ka punishment ka ho ene na aman bia so president democracy bia wo ye ne mra was we nie the constitution no emenye hu de sese yeye na se one year na yakọ 1960 criminal offenses act no aho ne punishment no papa yanko article 36 cross 9 essence say the framers of constitution no omunya nsem say a country or a society cannot live without an environment no with immediate surroundings. And in as I say, so any issue I want any issue with Jeremy and from our woman, and all part of your environment is sad ecosystem. New what And it on Yankopon Yansem or because or post sound no meaning my and you know Adam Bass as well or pepper oxygen. Yankopo Bunyan say in Yanukama oxygen ve Adam Behome. If Behome no Monana nominate myself on Yan and Yesu home. Oh Yankopon Yansem. And this is suddenly Yankopon a Jans and Obonipa. Kobonipa, Onipa by no oxygen be anywhere. Unyame na obona de no yesu wajimi ye nipa na waboye no an yese de besa de nyakopa ye no destructive spirits. Article 36 or say cross 9 the state or one party and this assembly and one MPP or say the state shall take appropriate measures needed to protect and safeguard the national environment for posterity. Enye yenkwa posterity need the first Ghana man. Nema wo mu na won to aso of a chumu no of a kwame ababo one ye papa so ababo one na yenso so ya be wo one na ekosa for posterity enti enyane nso ne won enye ye dia ye di ma echirima we are to safeguard it senka eye kwame kuma ye 1909 ene won ye 88 o mu twetwe nya wo ga na nyina ni nso mu se ni na one na be ba be Ghanaian ene be na okoti aso. Yes, so nyina debe na obenu nzo no river pra bia ni ho ankobra bia ni ho brim ni yesu bia afterthought nipa bia ni as Ghana ye ka et say de Chernobyl or Ukraine no amanfon obi anti Ghana the anti Ghana won say nyane ni nzo ni na Ghana because we eat to live was to protect and safeguard the national environment for posterity and shall seek we don't live by ourselves. Ghana is part of the 183 countries, you know. And UN for the Charter on Environment and shall seek cooperation with other states within ECOWAS, within AU. And the protecting your protest the whole Antarctica and Obenya home. And nothing Amazon forest, the largest forest, you know, ye protect here. Any Congo forest, ye protect it. South forest, you know, the lungs of the world, say BBC ya menje se woni Congo ebe kan ye twa Congo nwane Amazon nwana ye nyina nipa be wipe out. That is how we live as civilized beings. We don't do things for say yenkwa. It ye say yesu no enye yenkwa na ha ye o ewie sa ke nyina so ha omo because so ni nyina no o wanu mienu baby enso free friend source no ene na no okobo opemu no ekobo opomu epono so Atlantic Ocean enti ebe kosa na nemu. Won't say Mafunyans was sorry na obi embo ne power no kasa the machine akọ ipo no no osisa literally you know plastics no osisa obi embo ne power but when you say e ka ye ya ka omo e come so akan ye ebiem article 41 say when say state won dia any years men say bia what state anga na ni no onye state was an na me jama ma dabi famous in dabi yeso dia wo article 41 say papa or say yes, right now, rice and wine, rice, human rice, and wine, and freedom. What's the the exercise and enjoyment of that rights and freedom now open. It is inseparable from the performance of duties and obligations. A conjoined twins. Who freedom the rights now open. It's not separated from who perform who duty and obligation. Duty ben a constitution can was say yeah. Accordingly, it shall be the duty of every citizen. Clause 9, clause K, clause K, or say, to protect and safeguard the environment. And the state in the other in the compound, so we know who as a citizen or a denizen or a citizen, a obi otigana onye Ghanaian citizen, but otigana into also can ye human say and yes sorry and me rise and freedom rise and freedom or say any train brother and any sister and say perform your duty and obligation. So duty obligation was specified say protect and safeguard the environment because without the environment you need judicial, you need legislature, you need executive. No, what you the very what my in you change any sense so in the Ghana you say bakuti nyina ko o man for so. And it's not because because Galamsey, most of the rivers bear a cut across. Some of the white water name whatever water they boy call a Komori, but they call every coast because Togo near that they also many abre. Because almost in Zono, yes, in so we near ni papa, then so a finding any way out. and nothing yeka galamsey wa nipa just negligible people omundu even 0.0011 just say negligible no matter o man about
you with the bombardie
papa me besi ano for
na
no
be say 6:15 say me free and say
maybe eti asemtete de ka no me de me ba my mom say city and so will be who the serious of it na yeah nti yen to aso me da say.
Thank you na Monaco ho
Papa bo how
ani e ba maso
adwenkese papa
good say bibia e boko de
radiandom na madaro
okay
me gina musa abela ba no
now say ye catch see my freestyler ebetimi enyane Ghana for to be deep thinkers in this upcoming elections with my freestyle me.
Oh no anese meka se otwede amponyankopo hunye mobbo na nya saa dadam bi na yebebo amemo be ni yehu si ye yebo yekofom te se ekoto boshe mu fa buko toko sikawia tete womboto mosu obi ye incompetent mo krampo de sapoto opposition ni de mo nim se mo beko mahoma so se ko pipo mo be so mu de mo di ja ye ni dum so yebo empipunu mu kokoko oseme de mo mfiri me sonko me nkoso nkatwi ana se mensi sanka na opoto ba wo mi ado you free your fake humility no go free win Washabo Shapi and Suhini na NCP. Google and Wikipedia say we did the R20 or Mayumu youth Nempeni, say no mujidi or digitalization to me and Fenu Mamma bring Galamsina Atiatisa Mayin Suni Nasa, Sikatri Nina Chino Napko Apaska, Sikedi Naboro Winaya Modesa Liwa. Diakanaya Bonho by Nanya Moria did that. Did that. Ain't he? Kakamit me a canon.
You say o freestyle we say no say na o the person chere say o be incompetent me boa
oh yes me say omo ka say obi incompetent but omo cry the support opposition ni de omo nim say omo beko.
That's right na the next time no ya no one man in different direction because on him say what I have now come to realize and he say you can't see me or say give a man a fish and he will come back hungry, but teach him how to fish and then he wouldn't be hungry forever. Now here the way sometimes we do our politics here and there now, instead of we teaching the fellow Ghanaians on how to think, we more or less give them what to think. And hey, Baumia, onye good, okay, Baumia nye good. Say pese ye nya you good a kwambe so ne yemfa to be able to identify say this person I pese you follow no he is the appropriate one. We hardly do that. And we are giving them the fish. And then later no they will go hungry again instead of we teaching them how to fish. Of our we teach them how to think. How to think. It's Senya Baumia and whoever comes now they will be able to subject the same person to what they have now learned on how to think so that they will make reasonable decisions. The next freestyle no direct towards Ghana for no. So na enyane nyansa bi mfiri mu enyane critical thinking ewe mu na yemfanya debe sure. Thank you very much for the freestyle. Enti also Kabi now we are of Kwame Swaba.
Okay papa me dase wakwanya de mama me chia busuafo nyina me ofa mpanyumfo ma di kan kasa ofa chum me ofa the ever outspoken gamanche of Joseph Abi you feeling it too. Me chia ebusuafo nyina me chia of a Bombardi. In fact, anytime he speaks, biano. And it will be a question be or me of Achumho. And let me take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to him. Say, said your branch here, Minion Drubebiana, a man that is so influential and affluential in all facets of life. Yeah, the Mijana who Benny baby experience in Fiemu everything wise. Now say, me say me somebody that is worth listening to. It's so humbling. Of a chum me that and when him say it is so any friend telepathy nana because all kasa me de to one half nana of fachumo kasa. And obekasa asmana me be kanana no can because today I wanted to touch on the menace of Galamsey. Anna me buy no na eno na me ofa no so e ka ho asem. Na de di kan me pese me di kan e de chopa kese me gina fi di kese so. E de chopa kese ma bia me ni bedru bia so ye Ghana ni no I disappointed in this government. Me di ho fo bi because mato abatu ama Akufo the 2016-2020 me campaign man. Even though I have never believed in his leadership, but because of sycophants in Tino, I voted for him. Say baby also no hona ne begina. Sa ensim hunuke kana. And until na me kasa, you see the passion with which I speak now. Because I feel say I allowed myself to be fooled. And to say if there is any energy left in me, I need to use that energy to help sensitize people. Say, some crop here from MPP phone. This current crop of MPP phone, omenya correct. Enti me de chopper mo bia na omampanyi kofo so me de ne bo be ma no. Na maka say win because we be say a question, now we be say me of Abia and be say, can't we also take our share of the blame? Yes, because Ghana for the pay ho anya no. We don't have to blame the politicians so much. Yes, also we have our portion of the blame to take. When we are citizens, we are so interested in slogans instead of issues. We are never. When we are citizens, based on odo any hatred. We are never. Yet Kroma will be say John Mahama say Yentubia Nintuan to Abaman. Even when he knows he say KJT only see. Oh my me not here we are a pumping so top Bruno. Mahama anya share no Kumas was KJT Amam. Osi Mahama si Yentubia. I challenge anybody or says as Mahama ne be no kind say on fa video mra. Make Jailan Chamatin campaign. On fa video mra say John Mahama say Yentubia ni free no number. But I have a video of Akufo-Addo saying in Tubia. Benya hona Mr. Jeffrey. So, having said this, share Galamsey ho nsema ye kanyina na nyina ko wi se. Ewi ase sa wo ba. Na ne mofra bre no also ma akra ne nsu a onyina obaji ne su ne su ama. That is what we are witnessing now. Galamsey yi sha say ye kan ya Akufo-Addo. Na MPP for defend it. Ebi ma yo mo ho Sergio Ramos. No mo defend it. Akufo-Addo kote inter a ministerial committee on illegal mining, IMCIM, and other professor from Pomboat and Tuano. Papa near Nedjuman in a and other report by. Your treaty report as a trust. And even when the man was mentioning names of mere government officials, no. Attorney General Godfrey Dame said, my police no and prosecute you because the man couldn't come with evidence. Even when we know, say, people are engaging in Galamsey. Kejamfua excavator a question no. Na eye den wo baby a question na etopan no. Ana na e ka banku. Excavator de na de. Chema wont me to be. Nana be to be. John Boadi to be. Lord Kome to be. Names are mentioned e be 10. These are known NPP people. Charles ni take hotel go munyi to be. And so Akufo-Addo atwi na ni se honhomboni bia wo twamo Pentecost Crusaders so also on hwe e na akoswa enti se no bi koka se NPP for na contribute to Galamsey no ba bia duru na ya na eye me nwanwa se omodo mo se kwotene na NDC for so bi. Yes, I've watched a video of NDC executives bia omko gina Galamsey site election time catch them say buy be mamotu. Much as I disagree with that no that time no mo kasa asem no NDC nyom na net ya ban enti se wo ba na de oman hye wonsa enye rhetorics no and then boils down to leadership. And I've always said say leadership is not something anybody sitting somewhere can assume say a joke. Leadership comes with responsibility. Leadership comes with creativity. Leadership comes with competence, and competence to me is not what you said about a job. Competence is what you did with a job. We did the fair adwana on the adwana share on sano. Dear na with me the adwana ye. So competence is results, not talks. So if Akufo-Addo and Bawumia came to us and professed to say omonomia competent enough to man the affairs of the state, what is the results now? The results is zero. Akufo-Addo promised, said he's going to put his presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey. Oka asasem free okra na de na escalate. Professor Frimpong Boateng edin a report by Charles Bisiu no ye secretary to sa committee na it is omo nhwe Galamsey ni say be stopping no. O say sa asem na Professor Frimpong Boateng ka say say Akufo-Addo statement no kan say he's putting his presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey. Now just a figure of speech. Can you imagine? It was just a figure of speech. Now so wonder why no akwa kasa asem we say na enye figure of speech, because to NPP for na dey omo kwa na omo che omo bro for ase. Even when the person has said or spoken in plain language, you know, omo da bia and they think say Ghana for na see adwen form. But this is what Akufo-Addo said. Oka same way now about 7:27 p.m. July 11, 2017. Or say, I have said it in cabinet, and perhaps this is the first time I am making this public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey. Oka sa se ni na Galamsey na escalate. And na yen so nyina any other ne ayi as a this way chocolate drink. Do you hear ni so share? Okoka ya semenka. Our landscapes have been devastated. Our river bodies polluted with chemicals that are very, very deadly. And now back to Western region, baby. And cry a woman now, or baby, we as the body part. In the next 15-20 years ahead of us, aliens are not better on my way because a certain Galamsey, Akoso, Oka, people will be defending it. Now, so a conformity to Chrono, Yarene do baby say, Ghana, yeah, Suaba. How many people can afford drinking or buying mineral water every day? And it's not even only for our drinking and not for preparing food, but even in so air contaminated. Ujaro is also toxic to your skin. Say Yarene see chroma, emisa NPP party card. Yarene uncle Bisa say one and I would defend the NPP intermediate. Me attack on my menu busha for Obia Benyan fair share. Nenka on mine to say Ghana. Na ene the Rwanda Ghana mpo Rwanda na ya manfonso Rwanda genocide within 48 hours na enipa over 800,000 ye kuom gugu abonten ene Rwanda ba be shining example Ghana ye ne ye de omo ye reference point. Akufo-Addo asem no kan o dissolve ono an committee no test say omo fight Galamsey Akufo-Addo na hu say committee no enye omo feli no omo feli Akufo-Addo na amo anya omo adwuma owie no ba out no be kan say I am quoting him or say the illegal mining that leads to the pollution of our water bodies and devastation of our landscape. As I have said often, the Almighty Heaven blessed us with considerable deposits of precious minerals. There would always be mining in Ghana. Indeed, there will always be mining in Ghana, and there has always been mining in Ghana. The problem we have is the use of modern technology that leads to illegal mining, or say posing serious danger to our water bodies and the health of our environment. Now, so Mampenyi will say what we lack a modern technology. And that is your job. That is your job for you to fix it. I continue to say the pollution of our rivers and water bodies has been so acute on occasions that the Ghana Water Company Limited is unable to afford the distilling of water to make for safe drinking. Akufo-Addo, we are Mampenyi will answer me. And you are so clueless, he said. Won't mean for an see from. You didn't go for society or prevent people from engaging in the act. You know, near smart soldier for baby. No matter what 2 or more was a move no one to Galamsey. You took Galamsey on one equal which be to be. Oh, here. Ain't it a Akufo-Addo there on about Miano? Everything on my batch Ghana for Namia who said, I want the John 1010 and a baby of mine. They came to steal. On by some baby, no more say. That's exactly what they came to do. Oma meya de papa bia. Forget about free SHS na keshe. Yenye bibi. Let's give them something by giving them nothing. Now, what is the point in giving my son or daughter free education? Na ovio baba betnefi. No ye hook up. And now a bear man so odoka ko jina kwa so oton doctrines. What's the sense in it? Enti ye ka Ghana asem na obi when we are addressing some of these things. Na obi bejina hanum no o yes say or defend the party, making it look like as you trivialize it. I find it quite sad. Say, and see, are there people living in a different Ghana and a young and a bush of so at different Ghana? Because this is a manner Frimpong Boateng, the 36-page report or title is report on the work of IMCIM so far and the way forward. No, or alleged say there are government officials are Oman Mutu Galamsey Nibi. Edino Boboy, Lord Comey, Nite Teku, Frankesi Dube Queen, aka Protozoa, no, Chief of Staff Banano, or no, any who was to whom MP Nasa Sama and Lusu, Prime Minister, and to whom MP Niso or independent. No, you call Charles Owusu, Kwajo Owusu Free, meaning Sir John Dia, retired Captain Edmond Kojo Koda, Daniel Etua, and many more. These are people that almost to Galamsey now on this SF funded political party because to them, winning the next election is their mission. And yet, almost show minus or money be in a here almost said, you better win the next election. And internet me a project. Not say you better commission to me for the young for so you chair my election time. I drew. Edu baby Barakese, they needed water. Na ya DNS who ye chair I'm so boaso baby. Ye chair my election time I drew and send a commission. Nyansa be the will. And every person you see on the NPP campaign platform may say, and your patriotism, and your more selfish gains. Now, Canada, Japan, Bekache say, when the dollar to the city was 10 cities, Baumia is clueless, Wamana Boka $12 million, and then I do 16 months standing on the NPP campaign platform, telling you to go and vote for that same person. Because they feel see Jimmy. Ube Jina NPP also, ya wumi to the Chama Fuma, and the fear the other boy back on NPP. Ube Jina Sadi and Saka to Abamo. On my net, Timothy and Canopre, because currently on paper, the NDC looks better. The NDC looks far better than the NPP. Papa, mommy and fear into from Shadia. In the early 90s, 92, me and who NDC said, or me a Sakasaka party, or me a to travel party, a zombie for party, a catch for him. NPP and woman in phone, and then I say, Adane. Now you're a certain vice president telling us, if I do everything today, maybe a china, maybe office again. It's just like Ofachuma Mama, me an employee of Ofachum. No, Mama task is sent, me accomplish it. No man, you know, besides a monarch, I don't know when you task and I'm really an anchor. If this is not insult enough, what again? If a man that said, say, when in doubt, check the exchange rate. And of course, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Owie no Saka say, Obi exchange rate here, me donyame exchange rate. Sani pana obaya dollar na ye ikaka no se ma arrest dollar no. After the dollar ni break jela. No Asako jina on my lecture say, you may recall that in 2014 I said if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warp a logic to say or conclude say when the city depreciates and now say when there is depreciation in your city, then it means your fundamentals are weak. But when you are so whoa, be depreciating and also the fundamentals near weak. And using an exchange rate now exposing on what friend the enemy do exchange rate. What they not depreciate also hold the other day. So because I hold the other fundamentals near weak a warp logic. Are you not insulting our intelligence? That's the council in an infection baby catcher say if you blame the city's depreciation on the NPP, you are suffering from an unconscious incompetence or displaying academic dishonesty. Yeah, Rastaman and Quakers a bombo clat. No, I can't wait. No, I found Wendy. And Debbie because all my about me and NPP for Casamo bomb on some. And your mind general for man, I say, a Boapayo. Because Baumia or start to can sebi previous or start to can quite as no. A statistic when the fundamentals are weakly yanchano. Kikan ba na fi do catch say. And your man a problem now so be fixing. So any na e chinoba de no be. So opeso che say Ghana farm so fa mon come nuntum. Shut up and suffer. Na mon san ko to obama na say de obey oba. Afi no abey na ma heli say Baumizi. We a hero. These are the and it's because me say ya ni ame ho kwan. Mr. Abeka Simbia na wona na wo kan. Wo say what are the checks? Ya answer ni select those leaders. We don't do any background checks. Ekufado ba de na kan. Odi kubi preko anim kwasi asem we. Odi kubi preko anim oye kukudro for nipa na no lead demonstration. Ema ye bo nipa 5 to ko mo demonstration nim no. just because Professor Mills was trying to introduce a value-added tax, no, and on no buy no, we cancel 15 new taxes and we introduce 24 new taxes. Send the power. Timemufo tell me who go about some demonstration now. Or ye be 95 now. No as far police for say muntu so ngu so. This is the man out here so. A so-called lawyer under his regime. Ya bonipa 82 okuomo in an election time. Rollins cry hu bi. Uvia ubenya bua ba na ba defend lawyer and a judge tene or tie dwamudi asema Delta forces for nsem hu no mudi ye. Ye do ba akwa kugina court a. Ye di o masem no. Ye rush court the judge ma judge ni hwi fam pumam. Under the watch of a so-called lawyer. Akufo-Addo no. And people don't want us to talk because they feel say omo ye Ghana for say ye movie. Omo ye MPP fans and Mbabe Ghana for. This is the state of the country. Now my bia o politicians be say Akufo-Addo mo de omo ye no be ka no atum no me say e be ba be boy nyina eti so. A day and a time is coming. Omo ma be ba be ka share ma say muni ni mo se no ma mo bra. By nye bra ni amo we didn't know how to steal in government. Enti say obi e balance worker or lambaste NPP. I may also be more often membership NDC because any NDC for the chairman. Enti me NDC for ni hwe ka. The near worker NDC they catch on my way. You hold everything. You have everything at your disposal. But when you na be catch say oh no we introduced 33 policies as the vice president. Meanwhile Gideon Bako also told us say but me na ya cheche ni say gu na chi wontimi nya hwe. Nipa wontimi nya hwe in one breath or say he's the most efficient vice president. How misguided are their principles? And it's because MPP for now was a Ghana for the donor yen end up running mates to say on all the t-shirt crime MPP for Aboka Ghana. It is it is a wunya flag bearer with chantro no nya running mate and no ya. We mo wenti or chebi ba we be president nyame pambu na oni ho a ye de o man sha hwan sa na po. We mo ho but people can have the audacity to speak against. They be ameba me say Alan Chamatonye Holy Spirit. Or you nipo betimi agufi ni ade. But you see e ka obra obiabo competence wise, character, experience, exposure. Ba o miana na ado na po combine nyom tipani Alan Chamatin. Na asem na aba na bibia free so abete bayira homa mu ntia. Ba me fancy no bi nka bi minua me da ase. Papa Manato.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Over Kwame, Bremo, Bamaso.
Na mikro wini. Oh, I can't say Mammy Rahu. Mammy Rahu pa. Oh, me. Once I repeat Mammy because I said no, I am de. Oh, see, Ghana for the year. Yani epe. Hey, now we have been contumpo na what are dying now? Lawrence use constitution so you to me pam no. I think they would blame no my. Hey, great. Gonna for ya and so constitution that no. We are teaching and sa. Yentumin kasa, yentumin yafi, and a papenso, on no here soldier for so. On no here court so. Na a crab to be on chemi, or chemia. Yabeyo.
Over.
Now,
They make and say, what kind of constitution or say the sovereignty of the state resides in we the citizens, not the president, not any military man, not any IGP. Into who to me now, or mine dia show muno, and until that 7 December do honma. Also, how much do ID card? That is your power. 2 million votes now. Abana Okotono. And if you go over, if you go and we all decide, say we are changing government.
That's a 2 minutes on perform more. And you change 4 years. I don't know exactly. Now, you was a honey. I will one was any constitution. I don't know the other 3 years. Because
over now they see Kenya and what prevents us from also doing same. Kenya, say president need to take decision. When they decided to family life on Kotosu being issued to me. And then so who bells the cat? So who bells the cat?
Only the son faso. Ah, what's the question?
Offer. So when ananum be who and can independence. So it should be like that.
And to me, for me, clan could pass with an
And for them, we have no business complaining.
And you catch me. Say,
no, I am talking about the legal means about voting. Also voting.
Your premier republic. You need something. Na me no me wi aho bebre something me wakasa na o kasa ni nyina no ka ehye no ye good ka saka no kra me hu bi da ene ye good o na me busa say na ye pa accident ye untumi bi na de ma award because enye yi kitwa o na wo ba na afi de yes, you said that. One can he. A person can who be beer. I hear for no was a nyari, my Roman Pabua, Namonco. Nothing, if you almost say no, a wood dear one dear no. Yes, if oh, when we nature said, there be watching because me the minimum, as antifono, you get some of fiance and Yabekana Bontin. And the oil in no. Your friend Henya or Bohenya and a good so. Now, I who be brave. Here, Sagana pass, your voter region, that is a Ghana, dear, if you no crying, you be crying, dear Jareni, Yanum. Now, Yanchichiro, mine in Wusa. Now, we no say, oh, Maya, ye Nimyansa, and 2 minutes are woman who said, they were fussy as if you call Kakemi. What's the offer? Yo, Salam alaikum. What's it? Tio, what a montio? I did not go to Neo Ghana. A national natural resources. I was a day a benefiting Ghanaians. But look at what is going on now. Hey, Papa, a private individuals be and all move to you know. Almost saying so in the first place. And as he can also a ma or minor there in the coffee. And I'm coughing so you to me almost here. And we are you know Ghana for you knew he I bet me ayo. Na ye chicho my say dear Ukraine ayo who be brave. Got to be soon on my bet me or Marco. And I need force to be a said be bet me as standing armed forces are who are a friend saying Akufo-Addo odano
Kwame obepe se yenko yi se ye ma mo obi o ye galam se bia ye moratorium to say bia next 3 weeks obi en free or anya sa on the side shooting
baby ugas won free wa what no obesan yaba and one is say yenya mra se mra no ni wa yenya mra
after that no ye the soldiers call for on side shooting obi abe hu bia
and they say idea no is about our livelihood. And into what will be touch your life for dear. Any. Say, ye to me, Kunkra, and we say, back now, Benus, you no be. Ah, women, you no be. We are all Kotumwa, yes, servants you. And servants you. As I say, the free moon, a mobby. Now, if you want you go, who do go to lie a breakfast? Would you buy a lunch? So, be mount maybe a 1 more movie. Because we, any more. Na wo chichiro my republic na mra nya dwuma me ntu a na ne republic na so fa so ene yen kofa himfofo media akonya no na just say what is your constitution bi yentumi nya ho if the whole of this year said the ekosoro just say obi a concentrate on election ye betia abra crowd or maya abra no de bre me say over say there over koto petrol hey who so 5 liters no na who 2 liters yeah 5 liters no who benya 2 liters and egu kemu oh my no everything has broken down na say na yo Kwame Nkrumah the other bia minim say the bia otwanani no otwanani a yarehosem because Ghana no start here no yes Ghana ni na ye ni a ye hu ye no yɛbɛka sɛ netie na nka wiase kɔ ni mu no na nka nneɛma improve but in our side ne deɛ nneɛma ɛsɛe a kyerɛ sɛ yɛnim generation a Ghana ɛtuo betwa sɛ wɔn ɛte ase ewu a nkwaraa ɛba deɛ nim sɛ wɔn deɛ wɔn ni life span bia because organs no kora ɛnyɛ complete nti sɛ ne ɛpɛ no deɛ a ɛne ye be change the system no yɛntena so another 4 years bɛba ne asa ato aso me yɛse yɛ kyekyere o man ɔba deɛ me di ganti yɛkyere me yɛ free ameba
so yɛda ase ɛyɛ ɔfɔkwam na motene kan ma menkɔ ɔfɔbɔdi wɔ hɔ ɔfɔbɔdi okay uni wa menkɔ Alex bama so
What's it?
bama so ɔfɔbɔdi
I don't guess it.
na pome
I'm not on Boko.
yo na sɛ yɛ kɔ galamsey Premier League yɛhwɛ deɛ ɔsɛ nsuo no mu MPP for say endis for no mo sɛ nsuo no mu nti na sɛ akɔyɛ sɛ Real Madrid ne Barcelona no deɛ wagye dodoɔ ne deɛ ɔngye dodoɔ nti ɛm sɛ last year Real Madrid gye sisi asɛ Barcelona gya na so nti asɛ another prayer of MPP so ka sɛ mo ne endis for no mo ana agya mo agya tum sɛ mo sɛ nsuo no na mo ebi mo susu di ni mo sin bi eno no obeka ne se na kwan ben so na ebefa so na jokers na ensem na sound ohu se krezu no mu eno nsem mo kan e de pa ne betimi aye fa sa no ma we a e koso ene de wo ma ne nso e question na nonsense ti de won so beso ka no obetimi aka ho
You in Komo. I Bombardier. Ghana problem no. Say Ochicha 60% and some for and then crofo from who say we elite no to say lawyers, judges, teachers, T2 sir omo kasa omo ye political science teachers sir ifo no omo na ye Ghana problems pa a ye face efiri hɔ a na aba be 20% abe MPP for no omo supporters no nti nka ye be 10 na it's a 20 na aka no ne de ama omo leaders no nye boni bebre Ghana enko so nyina no nsɛmtwerɛfo
ensɛmtwerɛfo ma ye dey
na sɛ nsɛmtwerɛfo na makwan ma san kwasɛsɛ mu nyina omo keka no radio so omo bewie no sɛ ma monitor omo sɛ NDC ni bi
ka no omo report no na e boni ana sɛ
omo kwasɛsɛ bia na report ana wo manipa no publicity na pɛsɛ ade ne kɔ so
na nye we ni de be me hu de obiaa dwenete na ye ko sim na for estate no omo na sɛ omo mediators into for media no
Bombardier de me kan sɛ ma hwɛ ma ta follow omo pa mainstream media no sɛ omo ba na sɛ omo ka even though platform kitenkete kura na yɛta ka ya platform eso sɛ abeba na o ka asamatia aban no de wayɛ na o ka obenso obi firi nkyɛn nipa no all of a sudden won so anya politics no aban na esi edidi atam ye say majority oba obedi atam no we say nipa no bi kro nka bio but say different person kwa braba no be ka di atam a odi atam so no bia o monkrofo hwe o de hwe saa nsemuhunu ya nkrofo edi nam a fiti mra tintin mahama sabro mahama bro nsa fiti mra tintin ya bai o maka na o mu di papa na tem na o mu yese eno no o mu hu se o mu di atem o mu nka hwe peace council ne sankrofo ya mekan wo de ma NDC ni ba kwa na se ni obi different person kra attack Akufo-Addo government no na ye frankrofo bi o mo so mo ya asofo a tese nyame ankasa no ho obetua nipa ka ankasa na o maba e na Kevin Taylor mo didi atem enti mahama na o mo nkasa sankrofo we mo sɛ enti na nyame ama yɛnya sika nko soja no soja me yɛ afiti
I'm saying mama ka say eyi baumia ɛyɛ na oni eyi nipa mu a ɔkasa gbegbegbe sɛ ekofo sɛ bane mu ɛba yi a yɛbusa no questions ana ɔ asa ɔyɛ stammer ɛne na nkɔfo kasa sɛ stammer nso so asɛ de ɔkasa tia nkɔfo bi sɛ
saa ni obi oba bombardie ni ntwa ɔno obi obɛka saa asɛm wɔ bia na adwen nya adwuma na ejimi ɛne ɔtan because adentina mahama bɛka kyerɛ baumia sɛ wokasa asɛ ebi a o ka wasɛm a o ka ne sɛ ba ebisa question na sɛ o horo so de a na obi akɔtena ba ebi sɛ yɛ ɔyɛ ɔhoro so nti ɔyɛ situation sankofo we nyina no sɛ ɛkwan wɔ hɔ a nka ɔmo gyina hɔ ɔmo yɛ press conference na ɔde gya to mu na ɔmo kɔ ɔmo na me yɛ brɛ no yɛ nyinaa yɛ ka sɛ obi kura ankasa odi tro yɛ fie ankasa yɛ ka odi tro na ɔhoro so ɔsɛ adentina o horo so sisi ade wadan o horo so yenim sɛ nipa no usually no nya o nante no usually nya o kasa no nti duru ba bi kura na sɛ wo ya ade bi na wo togu so a e bɛka sɛ o akɔwe ebi a ɔyɛ azan ya soma ne nti na ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛkɔ nti na ɔtogu so no ye na na mo ka sɛ wo ya otro aboro a wonim sɛ o ye o maame wonim sɛ o to na o sɛ no eti saa no na kyerɛ sɛ odidi abafanfo na sɛ sa logic we no we nyina so no MPP supporters na share chiro mo yesa no time ka say 20% ni omo because omo adwen no aloko omo de grease aloko no nti ade bia abronya ba beka no instead of so obetra se na wadwen me hu se MPP ni bi beba na waka se wo ade we die me ne eyi party ni nya adwen garamse ekoso die at least oba ya obeba be bibi foforo de aka. But NDC mono ni patimi frim eno nti na majority omo NDC mono ubehu a o se de mo ye no mempe no matip wate ne ho na akote ni party okwa obetimi asa abade o mbaji na tum but more no omote ya ma Lawrence kra ote ni party ne yerete ne ho nyala eno nti na ni nkrofo mo support ala no besi na no me respect o mo no because of say ala na timi take booster yes ade no ati say so munya menim say ye court ayi bi o so mukwa no mo de moja bi akodi nsi o nipa no wo ho a obi ye bo a mo kasa na wo hwe nipa we no mo se first ni yesusu na ebusi obi o ye lawyer onimnyansa sa not know me say ye bebre no kra de o group bi mu a na ye de washim say wo twere ye wan twere ni ye de washim ena baba we enso de obetima we na wakopo ogu watworo sentisa adenti ne ebe ma kwan ma anodom prebe gina ho aka se kwasesemwe na ya hwe no na okọ o ka no radio so no aka na okọ no o mo san report na ade na ekọ sa that eno ma papa aban bi aye no
fa sisi galamsey sisi wo da sunya wo hwe solution be pa na betimi ya betima abo kakra
Ghana ye solution ye problem se pe solution a madika aka se yempamo ba omia na yakufo ado na MPP fo mfiri ho bibia ni ho a ade papa bia ni ho a nkrofo we ebetima firi omo ho abo se omuka se gise bia nkomo ye campaign omo se o ye be se Ghana ene ombe ye ni ye because omo de ade bia ombe ka na omo ye na opposite no krani ye ba akopɛ ena strategy se o ma me ma na wo no kakra me nso no wo no kakra bi ngu ni nsem no ntafre dem tam obetafre wie no ya tam wo no nyina afri ho de kɔ saa na omo be ye because omo politics omo be sua no e wo abrofo no ho o yenko daada omo yenfa asikyire nko daada omo no munyai omo no madada no nti at the end of the day no be say abifo nso ye paade e from ti odi daada ye no ye no ma nyina wo se nra na ye ka kasa ho asem abrofo na ma edi adwen bia be hie tim se me koka twi a asantefo be superior e wo me so enti ene me nka twi ana se akanfo be superior enti no ene ye nka twi enti omo se ne amonye superior no ye nka abrofo broni ne kasa ne de wajatu wakakasa na over so many years more than 60 years ontimi mfanye watch kra e wo Ghana but wajitum se na ya say raising men who say eno no ka brofo a we are more intelligent eti no ɛsɛ yɛtoa so kɔ yɛ education system.
Nti Oba Okase or the presidency or putting on the line for Galamsey. Sisi and you say Enya Debena Osenka Ebia Okoye, Sebia, we just one reason now apologize and I say, yeah, resetting.
Yeah, ɛsɛ medical ka kyerɛw sɛ sɛ wonim wokɔ school no wosua opposite deɛ a ɛne na saa na ɛte ɔmo no saa particularly even though menim sɛ UP tradition no kwan bebree so no obu nipa kwase afa so obu nipa karabule by particularly we mu deɛ nyɛ kalabuda nko ombu Ghana fo sɛ yɛ mmoa apa so majo bebree ne mmoa because ɛnɛ yɛ timu yi na okura deɛ yɛ baako sɛ wose wobɛkɔ akɔto aba ma MPP na onye ketjamfu a wonye beneficiary wɔ saa nkrofo moto asase wo mo yɛ galamsey wonya bibi film ɛwɔ mo hɔ personally aba no tue sika ma na wo se me Ghana ni ya wo me tibi akuma se me de me na moto abama MPP ntia na se me de be dwene ho SHS nti me kɔto abama MPP a na wo sa nipa no wo yɛ nam kora nya se yɛ wi okurum ɛsɛ abeso ɛne yɛ hwe because me hu nipa na dwene da fie pa na dwene da fam hwɛ situation ya nkrofo we di yakom nkrofo we asɛm bia ɔmo se yɛ ba yɛ de yɛ family and friends ɔmo ba ya no mo kyɛ abusua no ba omia na ɔpre no onya me president kora na abusuafo ɛfom Ghana no ma look at say yet Ghana na Akufo-Addo idi ami kura na ɔmo abɔ ne din kura no wamfa ɔman na anyɛ te sɛ ne Akufo-Addo yɛ watam sika ne bibia de amanema owie yɛ ɔse contract ambulance je na ya ambulance hu dwa ambulance ne fa nipa kura na ofa nipa mfa no nkɔ park so ofa nipa mfa no nkɔ nkoto ayi trade fair ofa nipa hospital ne yakɔ obi asi hospital fa nipa obi asi hospital fa nipa be ebia 1000 no ambulance ebia nipa tre na emu adwuma no omo se yɛ sene bibia drones enti Galamsey fight ni de se yɛ pese etu Galamsey ase a esi etu Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia ase hum efiri hɔ na nyɛ Galamsey nko a Bawumia ne running mate no so gay for ɔmo chairman ɔno so sa ɛyɛ ɛno so ho plan the way nkrofo we hwɛ yɛ to Ghana fo timi to abakora mu nya 30 more than 30% a ɔmo tim no ɔmo ese Ghana fo adwene ne yetim
No many bro and then the mema
30% the especially a car ban one pound muntimi nya but because of say demand money some manipulation so on by no on betimi e de bia fofo mu amoma kosoro APP ntimi nweni aba yesi yato no 11 pound benye 30% da ade na Ghana for crazy na generating
yo yeah that's of body yeah that's no everybody is that you that's of body no mutene kan Alex wo
Yeah.
Bama so
Again, catch.
na pomle
I mean, what I will be a book or be a cotton.
na yo boko na yi yenua Bawumia answer beko no o se no na ka se o ye driver mate na ana ye ma ne kwan kran ma ne nya hwe o aban ni mu nti eno me bia ye de hye no ma me function na nado na ye no eno so ono aka se tumi ye ma ne ho kwan na on krampo no tumi implement 33 policies nti na nkofo na kakra se obi a o se ye ma ne ho kwan na vide se de obi a ye ma ne kwan ne de no tumi implement 33 key policies wa ban mu aji se o de ye campaign nti ho no na waka chem se na de na ma nipa timi dane se chameleon no ye na de obeso kaka ho no na waka wodi so de ka na waka Galamsey ne pe solution Galamsey solution so no
We buy. I don't know say but me ano one message be no de or tete immortal and the tare dan ti de be fa na afa ama no na more ye no campaign no more ye no ye won internal communication o kan nsem no a MPP for na de be ama no ya o ka sa nsem no se de be ya omo ye die hard members no omo fa sa nsem no omo de di omo nkomo wo street
nti obi a n'adwene mu ɛha biara no ɛhɛ na ɛkɔ but ɔmo mmisa no particular ayi no ana sɛ nka sɛ ɔmo bisa no sɛ policy korɔ no a ɔse wayɛ no kɔ ɔbobɔ din ma yɛtie 33 ayi policies no sɛ ɔbobɔ din a ebia nka yɛbi ho sɛ kɔ hab hɔ a covid tax ayi yɛnim hwee yɛnim covid tax sɛ ɔyɛ economist nti sɛ economy no ɛnkɔ yie a economic waste no ɔno ma solution nti solution a ɔde ba ebi ne sɛ yɛma covid tax mmra yɛma yɛfrɛ ne sɛn baako yi kora sɛn e-levy sɛ ɔno nso yɛ digital man nti ɛno sɛ anyɛ hwee yɛgye di sɛ ɔno na ɛde saa nneɛma no baeɛ ɔno na ɛma yɛtwa to boot mu ɛma a annɛ ɔmo san de aba bio no ne solution no bi no ebi ne gold for oil nti yɛhwɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa ɛbɛtumi aduru apa ɛfiri sɛ ɔno kekaeɛ sɛ ɔde bɛba na yɛnhwɛ impact a Ghana anya firi mu sɛ de mfasoɔ abrɛ yɛn deɛ a ɛnyɛ policy no ne yɛ no na ɛden o nti ɔno de ɔbɛtumi aka deɛ ɔpɛ biara na mmom Ghanafoɔ a sɛbi ɔmo adwene yɛ adwuma no ɔmo na ɛbɛgyegye saa nsɛm yi sɛ ɛso ne policy 33 policies no ɛna ama kɔma si Ghana ne a ebire yi gye sɛ yɛkra aduane gye sɛ ɔbando amanfoɔ ɔmo de nneɛma ɛkɔ ama no akɔtɔn no saa policies ɔyɛɛ no ɛna asopɔt yɛyɛ anaa na so ɔno ayɛ 33 policies a Akufo-Addo so ayɛ sɛn ɛfiri sɛ Akufo-Addo is the president nti sɛ ɔno ba omia atumi a implement 33 policies a mummisa no sɛ Akufo-Addo nso how many policies na watumi a impose a ɛno no atumi de wa implement a ɛno no atumi de nkɔsoa abra Ghana sɛsi a yɛtim no amamuo no nkɔ yie policies a mo yɛ nyina bi amfa ɛna yɛka ho asɛm nti sɛ obi bɛgyina hɔ sɛ wayɛ 33 policies a hwehunu sɛ ɛyɛ negative policies a ɛno no de how na abra Ghana enti no ɛno na ɛbɛma Ghanafoɔ ato ɔba atia no ɛno na ɛbɛma Ghanafoɔ ato ɔba atia no so ɔno no ne policy o sɛ ɛyɛ ne boss policy o ɛno na ɛde ɔhaw abra ɔman no so far yɛni solution biara ama ayi Ghana no ɛkɔ yie ama Ghana no ɛkɔ n'akyi Ghana no ahwe ase obiara ho kyerɛ no nti so ɔno ka kyerɛ me sɛ wayɛ 33 policies a ɛno deɛ obiara bɛtumi aka policy obɛtumi implement it na ɛboa Ghana anaa na ɛno deɛ hene mpo ɛno ne deɛ anaa bɔba deɛ ɔbobɔ odi ana sɛ wɔamobɔ din deɛ a ɛneɛ na ne policy no ɔyɛ no biara ni hɔ a ɛfa kwan mu nti na baabi oduru yɛ ɔka asɛm a yɛmfa no because wotumi implement 33 policies na still a ban no atwa ne ho bi a yɛmfa Ghanafoɔ edi n'atɛm sɛ ne biribia nkɔ so ɛne afei deɛ ɔbɛka sɛ daabi mefa wo sɛ bɛboa me na wo nsɛm a ɔde ba nyina bie ne hɔ ɛfa kwan mu nti memfa nti na ɛma ɛduru baabi ɔmo se ɔno no ne nsɛm a ɔka yɛmfa no ɛbɛtumi ayɛ ampa ɛfiri sɛ ɔnka nyansasɛm bi ɛsɛ bi ɛde nkɔsoɔ ɛbrɛ ɔman no nti presidency hɔ no nhunu ne so mfasoɔ biara sɛ na wo koraa sɛ na woyɛ textbooks economist anaasɛ man bi koraa bɛseɛ sɛ home economist na ɔyɛ yɛnim nti no wo no afei de yɛbɛfa yɛ solution sɛ yɛbɛtwa wagya woka asɛm a yɛmfa yɛbɛyɛ yɛ deɛ yɛbɛimplement ɛfiri sɛ wo no o policies a wode ama yɛ nyina no advice a wode ama yɛ nyina bie ne hɔ a yɛyɛ a ɛfa nti kyerɛ sɛ wonim hwee nti sɛ ɔka sɛ ɔyɛ policies 33 a fine ɛbɛtumi ayɛ ampa na ɔde baayɛ a sɛbi mprɛduasa amoa no ɛnna ma ɛfiri hɔ kɔ na aban no ɛmfa ne policy bio no ɔka biribi a ɔmo mfii no nti na ɔso ɔyɛ driver's mate saa na ɛteɛ because so wotie Akufo-Addo na no asɛm from initial stages no a na kyerɛ sɛ na ɔgye Bawumia di ankasa nti sɛ Bawumia ankasa bɛka kyerɛ yɛ sɛ Akufo-Addo nyini ni na ɔka asɛm na Akufo-Addo ne ne mpanimfoɔ ɔfa deɛ a ɛkyerɛ sɛ policies yɛ ɔba yɛ ɔde implement yɛ nyina bi afeli yɛ Akufo-Addo anya mfasoɔ bi amfiri so Ghanafoɔ kɔ so abɔ n'akyi in fact aban a wafeli kɛse paa Ghanafoɔ ayɛ disappointed in him paa yɛ Akufo-Addo government enti sɛ Bawumia ɛna na ɔbɔ n'akyi dɔm so ɔbɔ ne yie a ɛnka saa nneɛma no nyinaa happen nti na ama akyiri no ɔmo yɛ sɛ ɔmo mfa ne policy bio now sɛ yɛba galamsey no a wahu bɔmba deɛ amammuo wei no a Akufo-Addo no Ghana said na yensuo ni ye go me the person odi kama me hu Ghana nsuo ni ye Sami Jamfi. Omo ne ko gina nsuo mu se mo hwe Ghana nsuo se de aye. Enti tama NDC wo na Ghana nsuo nye sa kala no. Ya mo kan sem no ye. Tama NDC wo ho na e tu galamsey yes. Kofo ne ni po beside sa free galamsey agreement ya ma Ghana fu nyina tie gumo ye no. Enti sa galamsey no de Ghana free tititi nyina na omutu gold wo ho. New month mo Ghana ache.
ano
Oboa
sɛ ɔmo kyɛ sɛ NDC time no moyɛ sen wɔn
what's that?
nyɛ sɛ bia obiara nyɛ bɛ mo nyinaa moyɛ but moayɛ sen MPP foɔ
E ho kra na me wo problem no wo ho. Me pani bia ni wi ase obeka sasa. Se ye no o ye brefi de nsuo na ni ase no ana galamsey no omo ye no omo nye no nuru se NDC abreso po. NDC ko no omo power. Ena Ghana for to obati omo se ye galamsey too much. Enti ye tu oti omo no omo akọ. Mo so mo ba ya wankasa wo be gina parliament wo say no ye do kokoto wo di for dada because NDC for nyi to mu say no mo apreso na galamsey do so sa wo na wa confirm say mo no apreso ye NDC galamsey ye adwuma na mo no fi say NDC for apreso de na galamsey wo ho chen wo di nti say wo na NDC ni di asema wo di for wa je tum say wo apreso no woni mi hwe fa galamsey ho want me and protect Ghana for or more natural resource no one want man protect lands want man protect insu or my mo ayenu nsu a nsu ani aye ko everywhere now in parliament nyansa ni utim say oh yes solution ni sa nipa no amoye ne ye omo sei China ni ye de no nya kwan aso mi krom ha me we drawa kora ayi hook drawa kora metim de atonsu o krom a wo mra manye permit
last time we kɔtɔ aba no na MPP foɔ sɛdeɛ na MPP foɔ nso defend wɔn sɛ wɔn ka sɛ wɔn bɛ fight galamsey ɛna maama nso ka sɛ ɔba a ɔbɛma galamsey foɔ no ayɛ nti beebi a MPP ko gyina yɛ ɔka sɛ ɔbɛ protect nsuo no ban no NDC foɔ ka sɛ ɔbɛma galamsey nti hɔ no nyinaa wɔn lusu yɛn nti sɛdeɛ duka da yɛn nyinaa yɛ kɔ for galamsey na ɛsɛ gya obi a ɔpɛ galamsey bi ato aba ma wɔn.
Bobadi I don't know how we are Jimmy for no right. I Mahama time no say obey Sisa a year friend saying Fred I can't say allowance now one more mulo said the bay a gun a man benyesika let their buy school no ni buy a form no and I'm also muko na ho say more de beba more de munkam mube momo Sade no nti de tuti a John Mahama so no enti what are you telling me say John Mahama ban no so no sade na nke be boa Ghana education service no so o koso ama sa yala wana koso a wo ho a school do nipa do se na betima akọ enti this whole argument binuma ye ne say no nsu a nsu a egu amnam na yo ya ma okumi say fire Ghana yi nsuo de amana kura no fi wom no yesi timu ma ni nye kroden na nsuo na ye kroden ye de chemicals gumu o mat MP unum bio o ka kire me ze wo ni di Ghana minim ze wo de wo bibia de na nso unum Ghana bi ne binu moto wa cha bontindi ni ba free di banche ni free ba ndi za wo na se gwen kakra na go gina wo ze ndi fo abreso omo no ahwe bo se omo bo mbe yenti ama ye tutu ya ye na jeda mo the whole thing no ye no enye se mo be
ebi nso ka sɛ ɛno nso so tuntun na mutu etia Mahama sɛ mo betima ye ni ye nti no na sɛ sɛ no
ho na me bai
ya ma anda gonti yemfa ose kodwo bedem eni tin na yema ose kodwo every reserve aba ayi
mo no akoko ado ka so de ni presidency beto so ama se ono no they are fighting galamsey ama manfo to aba man no mo ba ye the first place ya soja ni bo ho ban na mo fa akwan bi so ma ye cool no se mo no mbom soja ni no a omo protect land no mo ti ono protect galamsey yes nti na mo omo cool no because se krom hofo akun soja ni a efiri mu na mo ma ye cool no because na ni di ni say ni me friend Mahama wahu etino these people no almost started agenda no from opposition say omo ba be take over and the way state capture no enti omo no ade no omo ye no nye ade bi a tabize bin president eda ho say omo ye nyansa dwuma bi o omo ye ne say ye de ye beje state no everything in it ye de a nti no de na mahama mo ye no a Ghana for office na isua no ye ba be ye de boro so sa because ya anya sa ye nya sika nti ajapade book no ne niema ewom no ene na manifest sa na obomba de ohun but say obi wo ho a ye frɛ no o free eastern region no oni mu nsu a ye frɛ no mu nsu no kura ye frɛ ne sɛn nsu no a agye din wɔ eastern region ho bebrebe no saa nipa no wanom saa nsuo no bi pɛn ne nnɛ yɛkɔ na yɛsɛ nkɔnkɔ nom saa nsuo no bi na obɛtumi anom na wote hɔ na wode wohu saa nneɛma nyina na kyenkyena John Mahama ɔte opposition sɛ mede da bia meka na wafide wei sɛ John Mahama ama power bie wɔ a Yesu Kristo ɔnsi ma wo hwee nhapen ɛyɛ Ghana na ɛyɛ kyekyere yɛmfa Ghana nyɛ NDC foɔ dea o Ghana yɛ Ghana foɔ dea ɛnyɛ MPP foɔ dea o ɛyɛ Ghana foɔ dea enti ɛnyɛ John Mahama dea sɛ kyenkyena sɛ John Mahama bi di president enti so woni yɛ akoro bi a woyɛ Ghana na wode o measures o benchmark yɛ John Mahama sɛ John Mahama yɛ sɛ enti yɛ so yɛ more than that enti wayɛ ade a you are stupid.
We'll find solution. You see, I can say, yeah, from say, but why you be okay? You and your sister, a day now, or Mamba Pa. Solution on a I'm saying, one solution.
Semi solution a bit ma boa galamsey no a nkanada yentu akufo adon firi so. Yentu do firi so. Na yemfa ne ma ne hye yensa. So no ani bete wa.
Yentu do so a day now be after say you pam no say dey what is
oh me ba power na ochena efiri ochena on the 8th January no. Ye bema obi a wo concession kra ponu a yama license nyina ye be stop obi anya adwuma bi. Ko si se nsuo na ni be ye kroje se de net ye se no master ate adwuma na ya hwe obi a obetumi
kuma suspending na nsuo ni ye kroje no masasa abebiem
what ye the license na ye de ama nipa ti o emra na ye ka no untumi mu mra so sa o emra
se ne ye ma ade a ye aban betime ye policy say ye ma say community mine ye aban policy ye state policy aban na ye it will government no wo ba no unso betime ka say whatever license you say so na you take a life no more than say wo license awo
what be license bi mama adena once the over power kura oba konwa so a e dey say obetumi initiate bibi sao because oba power na ya kan say me ni president dey say me odimi si president so na say the mesi akasa wo ha no etimi happens because niema bi wo ho you have to sign it before you can initiate it. Ultimi nhyase say ukofo bibia no wide sa ene na ma amanfo tua ye friend say no judgment debt bebrebe no enti no what will happen is say me ba say me stop all there me nka say jai ma stop all say jai gina kakra mo mreki mo bia nko ayi ni galamsey site bio na ye hwe kwan e be fa so nsuo na ni bete nsuo so no de be ma ni atene ye wo expect mo wo ho ti be employer mo ama omo ahwe kwan a ebefa so nsuo na ni be ye kroje amna bia ye tu na ese ye kata so ye be kata so na ye ya hwe license ya nipa kro de license no mo omo kwan ye fa so de ma omo se ye si nsuo no se ye ne ka ho ana se nsuo no ani kroje ne se ye no kokko no se nye nsuo no na mo je license mo de be ya wa se nsuo no bia obeda prison so anwu etu lands no menya me na metwam na wokoda bridge nkura no a se wo he a obetu galamsey bio enti no no more lances new lances e de be mo obi kura so okudu galamsey me de ka me ye president Ghana ka galamsey de sankete de betwa di dem obi no obetu ase obetu kwan na wodwiri asase abai mu kakraka se tufuru ni nyina dabe me ka se galamsey ni yetu na amna na ye wuru ase pa ni yetu asase na ase me sa na minim so obo ase na omoye no but se yetu nu asase nani na yetutua kakraka sa da ho na ama yensu afa ye water bodies ni nyina sa na de me ye president en happen sa da I will never allow any single pin say yes yetu go do Ghana and yes I saw the so babru chire beje boss ya oh ene na nka mo be finance ye ne ma nyina ma ye de ene nka ye behwe se Ghana fo betuma aboa me a finance Ghana ye debt ye bosia ye gina brutire ye 3 billion Ghana gold mine ye team dia mine ɛne ɛda nka yɛbɛboa ma gold no tu no akɔ so na mmom sɛ mimi gye saa gold no hɔ aba IMF abɛgye bose adeɛ a I will never allow that gold mining goes on in Ghana. Me na meka mekyerɛ wo nti no me papa wade a enka solution a mewɔ no sɛ yɛbɛ stop adeɛ no yɛ investigation ansa na sɛ ɔmbɛtoa so ɔmo atoa so ɛfiri sɛ no obi adi kan de ama to respect the constitution of Ghana, to respect the people of Ghana no deɛ ɛsɛ ɔmo stop no ɔyɛ investigation a yɛwa sɛ nsuo bia ɔbɛda prison sɛ wonsɛ nsuo so na sɛ woyɛ wɔ adwuma sɛdeɛ fata a ɛnde woyɛ na contract no so koraa yɛnre no ma bio because mehu sika no a mogya no yɛhu mfa so ɛwɔ so enti no bɔmba deɛ solution ne sɛ ɔmɔsɛ nsuo no yɛakye ɔmo agu prison that is all yɛnhyɛ excavator bia excavator deɛ ɔtɔɔyɛ sɛ yɛma ntu ayi no bio a ɔpa wobɛtɔn wadeɛ because ɛnyɛ yɛ deɛ yɛyɛ ntimi nyɛ excavator na mmom yɛbɛ stop wɔ adwuma no a wode yɛ no nti wopa atɔn wadeɛ wopa afa kɔ han wopa yɛ no sɛdeɛ wɔpɛ yɛdeɛ yɛnhyɛ excavator nti that's a solution sɛ yɛntimi anyɛ ne saa na yɛastɔpe na yɛama nsuo no ani anyɛ korɔgyen na yɛsɛ ɔmo nkɔ so anto a nsuo no deɛ ani bɛkɔ so abɛyɛ korɔgyen bio ansa na yɛbɛma wɔ kwan koraa ma wɔatu wɔahyɛ ase atu saa na nka me next solution no bɔbade nti amamuo no ɛkɔ so no I think sɛ ɛyɛ president from the Metifree Professor Frimpong Boateng the book no wohwɛ a ɛnyɛ Ghana for man who move to na ama nneɛma no sɛ yɛ presidency any government of the day that a political party na ɛte so no wɔn agenda ne so wɔn bɛtu gold no mu ɛne na ama ɛsɛ nsuo no obi ntumi nka ho asɛm no nyɛ sɛ solution na wɔn ne na mmom wɔn gyae ma sɛ yɛsi ma yɛntu bi wɔ a wɔn na abɔka because wɔn de amama wɔn DC ne MMC foɔ no ɛna wɔn de ɛtwa wɔn ka saa ne teɛ nti ɛyɛ aban na ɔte so na ɛdi dwuma no bɔbade.
Yo, Benny one also didn't have a solution. Aba, yo, Samri, me for Joseph said, yeah, call second run Yapon. Joseph, second round, no, the and the Obia, the Opasoka, it shouldn't be related to Kalamse, and the wow was empty. The Yan Yapon. Joseph, Sabra be now in the next 6 minutes.
Yeah, Bombardier, what is over Mr. Chum is not there.
Over Kwame is still there.
Mr. Chum, yeah, was the one who spoke before. And Sam, I think Sam hasn't spoken. Oh, Sam was the first.
Yeah, he spoke earlier, but he will come back again. Yeah, if he wants to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bombardier. In fact, where we are now, you know, the question I keep asking myself is, I mean, what is the bottom line? We want to break the 8. We have our manifesto. You know, MPP this, NDC this. Bombardier, what is the bottom line of all this political process? Can you tell me? What is the bottom line? Is it the bottom line to deliver good standard of living for Ghanaians? Is it not the bottom line? So Bombardier, is that what Ghanaians are experiencing now? All this noise, MPP, this, we have the men, this. Is that what we are enjoying or experiencing now? And what goes into good standard of living? What? Good drinking water, we don't have it. Good roads, we don't have it. Housing, we don't have it. I mean, there is nothing you can be proud of under this Akufo-Addo government. Nothing. Day upon day, chaos, mayhem upon mayhem. And they don't even feel shy. They have the audacity, the temerity to tell us we want to break the 8. Break the 8 for what? Break 8 to come and pile more stress, more agony on us, or what? No, look, me, Ghanaians, I tell Ghanaians, if they make a mistake, if they cannot think for themselves, if they cannot assess the situation they are in, and vote these thieves, greedy bastards, into power again, it's up to them. If Ghanaians vote for these MPP people again, it's our own problem. Do you understand? They've reduced everything in Ghana to free SHS. That one itself is not working. That free edge is not working. So I don't know any reason these MPP people should be voted for again. I don't see any reason. I don't know. I mean, some suggested an idea that we should contribute. We should contribute. Make an effort to do something. The question is, how are we going to channel that effort on the ground? Do you understand? Are we contributing that money and go and give it to these same MPP people to administer? Or, I don't know how we're going to do this thing on the ground. Do you understand? And we have a group of people at the helm, MPP people, when they see us contributing, they can, the party who are supposed to do better thing, they can, disrupt. They can even catch all of us. They say they don't have power to stop Galamsey, but they will have power to arrest all of us simply because we want to contribute to make Ghana better. That one Akufo-Addo can do it. Because that is his stock in trade. These same idiots, these same MP people will say, hey, you are tarnishing the image of the government. You are tarnishing the image of MPP. So let's mess all of them up. These are the characters we are dealing with. The best solution is to wipe. Look, I wish the next election we wipe these people off completely from the scene.
The two of them, if you take Nana and NDP out, and what about the NDC?
Pardon?
If you take out the NPP, what about the NDC?
Bombardier, Monarch says something. You see that we are not attacking the NDC because they are perfect. Do you understand? It's like we've ignored the NDC now, not because they are perfect. But Bombardier, these MPP idiots at the helm, they've put us in a situation where we were before 1 million plus Ghanaians voted against NDC. They put us in a worse situation than that time. So now, our penchant is just changed. Anybody who comes, we prefer that to these people. Then after that, we'll deal with whoever comes next. That is where we are now. We should not give any room to these useless MPP to breathe at all. We should not give them. Do you understand? But they themselves, they know they are struggling to survive. But I wish we can snuff out the little air in them. Mess them up completely. Because these MPP people, Bombardier, look, when you look at their profile, you ask yourself, so all that boasting they made, we have the men, we have this, is that all? I don't know the basis upon which Akufo-Addo described Bawumia as a whiskey. Bawumia worked only at the Bank of Ghana less than 1.5 years. So what made him a whiskey? As deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, less than 2 years. I thought he was there for donkey years. Just less than 2 years. The same applies to Ken Ofori-Atta. He worked for that Solomon Smith band or something, less than 2 years as apprentice. The same applies to John Kuma, the same thing. These are not on prayer, the same. This boy who road minister is upon house who Asensu Wachi. The only work this boy did in his life as a research assistant with Amma. Look at the positions they've given me. Look at the mess he has caused. So these are the men they disturb our ears with. If he Akufo-Addo himself, go to LinkedIn and see their profiles. Go there and see. They don't even feel shy. Akufo-Addo hasn't got any single qualification around his name. All what he wrote was University of Ghana, period. Nothing. No description, nothing. On LinkedIn. Shameless idiots. I rest my case, Bombardier. Let somebody come and talk. We are waiting for them. Look, some of us, we want to match them one-on-one. Do you understand? One-on-one.
Joseph, Paka, Ukasai, Bamazo. Okay, Paka near ready. Yeah. Over Kwame. Okay, you. Offer body in a point, when you're okay, offer body in Alex. Offer body. Final ways. Okay. Alex, oh.
Bombardier. Oh.
Any point, na yanko.
And no, sir, ya can be a can ya can and I never quite make can say, oh, sir, MPP and DC, they are the same, no. My yaka, they are not the same. NDC, ya dear one in ya gonna for anything, our time, no. Ama o Motitia.
Juan Pérez Zúñiga 22, lo más rápido que pueda.
Okay.
Es una consulta. Juan Pérez Zúñiga 22.
Bombardier, Mammy Fonsi, I do the Casa Resta. Why? That's it.
Juan Pérez Zúñiga.
It's here for Ahana, Yedi, Edumedini, ABC. Said the Eka Galamse in Wasemno. So I'm Manonia. That's a summer Okase, who took Ghana. Aka Kanobe. Kotukabusi in swim be in the HH, and for Obeka be Ubi Nashada Kodimilu, Akogu, a yinim. The Benyamilu, Galamse no, and I in Sunisa. Na Nipa Pesica, Bonnie and Cofo Paintino, and as you say, Ama and Penponsu say, said the Enra, ye Parliament, ye Speaker of Panamacan, or say MPs for Nsuka. For Sebua, his car says, I equator bay, whatever the Akoto t-shirt in no money. Bent one in one or the quarter down for anti community mine in Ecosuna, na Bansha Senina, and Nina Kahon, Tia Baya, said the Namicano, also bought environment but Abana, causes Udumja, Nenso, no answer the pay a jetum. Anti no me cosuno, Timemofono Kahon, and Abana also say, and Mariah Bay Jumabo, a year environment and so on and so on. So, and tis a Yehudia. You a Cocoridi and the Yakoko, so Munina and Namu. And see a Rawusem said, and there will be here. Say kidney problems, no, a costro. Yes, a binya kidney, a beer or one cassa. nɔɔma bi a wɔyɛ ne ade ba wei ne deɛ yɛhu sɛ ɛhyɛ ase tu galamsey ne ayi no ama kidney problem no akɔ soro sɛ wobɛhwɛ ase sei kidney nso wobɛkɔ a 3 times a week ɛne ɛyɛ no ɛno nso baako biara one sachet bi aba bɛ 810 cedis nti ne sɛ wopɛ wohia bɛyɛ aba bɛyɛ 3200 or so plus na wode ayɛ yi no na Ghana koraa no obi koraa 3000 no ebia mbosome bɛyɛ sɛ enum anaasɛ nsia ɛdeɛ so ho nti ɛba saa nso yɛn nso abɔkyerɛ nso no na yɛ bɛfrɛfrɛ na ebia wonwie bi na wadamfo bi yɛ yi na sɛ gya ɔsɛ ɔsa kɔyɛ double ɛka ho nti bibie no wɔmfa yɛn ho nso wo koraa dɔ ha na wonum so papa aduane papa ɛni bi bɛkɔnyɛ yadeɛ bi wadamfo bɛkɔnyɛ wobɛkɔ yie yɛbɛsi wɔ yie nti sɛ ne nipa ne wu wɔn a mutu galamsey na anka so mu wu ɛna wɔn na ntu galamsey nso ewu nkɔdaa a wɔn nyɛ bɔne biara nso so no yɛbɛwɔ wɔn so na wɔn ayɛ deform wɔn nsa akɔhyɛ wɔn nan akɔhyɛ te sɛ nsɛm pii ɛna aduane nso no ehia nsuo nti sɛ wɔyɛ Ghana yɛ 16 regions no 13 regions ɛyɛ galamsey 3 regions pɛ na ɛnyɛ galamsey Greater Accra Oti ɛna ɛyɛ Volta region no mpo no sɛ de ka na aduane no ɛkɔ baabiara nti the first say into galamsey so Greater Accra sɛ wundidi aduane no baabi efiri ba sɛ efiri brown hafo so efiri hafo so efiri western region yɛde bɛba Accra yɛde bɛba Kumasi yɛde bɛkɔ Greater Accra kita ni Oti wɔnom wobɛdi bi na mmom sɛ n'anya bia wotu galamsey nti mɛmi yɛntena sɛ wedi ɛmfam ho ɛfa yɛ ho papapapa so wanhwɛ yi a ɛbɛdum baabi ka sɛ Ghana no wanhwɛ koraa wo man a wotum koraa sɛ plane bi ani wɔbɛkɔ Ghana hɔ ebia na saa na ɛbɛyɛ na ahokyerɛ no ba saa na in the 80s no yɛde yɛ PNDC aban no yɛsi yɛwei no wɔnyɛ afo sɛ na international board wɔn de ho agye afei na wohwɛ na asafo sɛ de ho kyerɛ wɔ a wɔsɛ ne mɛkɔ democracy no abiom nti ɛyɛ awerɛhosɛm pa a ɛwɔ hɔnom ɛyɛ dialysis machines no ɛnso ɛna ɛnyɛ dialysis machines no yɛhia sɛ yɛbɔ ho ban a the first paracetamol kyerɛ sɛ fa ti kɔbɔ dwom na wotim pa na wokɔgye paracetamol no daabi anaa wobɛkɔyɛ biribi a wobɛnya mmɔgyarabosoɔ so ara sɛ nti dialysis no yɛanyɛ sɛ kɔyɛ no yɛnya kidney problems bebree na yɛnkɔtɔ dialysis machine nti da bia wote sɛ yɛtɔ dialysis machines a na sɛ adeɛ no so kwaa na ɛkɔ soro so ɛne sɛ MPR no ɔsɛ ɔhyɛ mmara no seesei ne yɛde galamsey na dane Ghana Premier League kɔtɔkɔne has wei sɛ mi na mahyɛ goals kɛseɛ wei nso na referee agye penalties ama kɛseɛ sɛ wɔmmɛhu nyansa na yɛhwɛ kwan no ɔn deɛ ɔmo yɛ o nanso ɔmo nim sɛ ɛnyɛ ɔmo nko ara na ɛyɛ abusua no so ɔmo na ɛyɛ MP a ɔmo sika nsɛn nko ara na abusuafoɔ no a n'abusuafoɔ bɛyɛ sɛ 100,000 no ɛmu bɛyɛ sɛ 20 pɛ na ɔbɛhwɛ ɔmo ama ka nso nti adeɛ bɛkyɛ no ɔbɛkɔ na n'abusuafoɔ nyinaa abɔ asa ɔmo nyinaa nya kidney problems a wɔne abusuani biara ne yede bɛwɔ agya no ne mma bɛwɔ agya no afei aka no nkoa na yɛakɔto no atwene yɛbɛyɛ mass burial na obiara nya ne deɛ nti yɛmbɔ nti ɛwɔ reason de nti a constitution sɛ yɛmbɔ environment no state ne mbɔ environment no by ɔmbɔ yɛn nso ba ɔsɛ ɛnyɛ yɛ nti o for posterity yɛka posterity a ɛyɛ akyiri mma ɛna yɛka ho asɛm sɛ nkroma mo ne ɔmo yɛwɔ saa time no sɛ saa na ɔmo yɛ ne yɛ nanan before in the 17th century 16th century and the first people who bought the modern day Ghana go on for 8,000 so over 2,024 years ago over 1,024 years ago naka osha saa no mo sense nso mo twitwa kwaye ye na ye na no mo nsuo no o mo to gold e wo nsuo no ho river banks ma o man say nsuo no te identity say betu a yen go back to artisanal efficient way of mining no since ye go for shaft and see nsuo no mu na yɛnyam nsuo no ne anwea no sɛ deɛ wɔnya blender bi a wode nto so egu mu no na wonyam no saa no so ho enti nipa sika bɔne wɔn deɛ kan Bible de bi ɔkasa ayɛ o sika pɛ bɔne yɛ nipa penti no ɛna ama mo nkwagye de abɔ mo na kopɔ pɛ sɛ obi ayɛ adwuma na mmom sɛ de Bible kɔ sɛ yɛ wade nyinaa ho kwan nso nya de nyinaa na yɛ so yɛ wade nyinaa kwan o nso nya de nyinaa so na ɛbɔ aba so so enti yɛnhwɛ no ma ɛbɔ aba so enti na yɛwɔ rules and regulation ma bi sɛ guide yɛ sɛ wogya nipa deɛ no ɔbɛyɛ deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na Nyankopɔn koraa no ɔma mfii no yɛma mfii no enti onipa no saa na ɔteɛ one guide na yɛ si onipa te sɛ bɔde dwo ɛda pa so no one po sɛ ɛbɛhyɛ ti na yɛ guide nipa sɛ yɛma rules and regulations yɛ restrictions kakra na yɛ de kɔ yɛ nim yɛn sɛ wogya nipa sɛ meka no ɔbɛkɔ atra deɛ ɔsɛ sɛ ɔtra so nti momma yɛmfa afoto yi ne yɛnhu nema politics yɛ ka no obi wa sɛ wɔn sɛ wɔn pɛ politics ɛnyɛ sɛ bi policy na ɛnyɛ o ɛna politics na yɛde yɛ ade nyinaa ba bibie mu sɛ de nkwantere kora wɔ kora no wobɛtumi da sɛ nkwan yɛyɛ sɛ fa sɛ nkwan o na saa kwantere na wobɛtumi da bɔ obi tirim ama wopra no nti ade bia wɔ sɛ bi ɛyɛ deɛn na wodi ɛyɛ saa na tie so ade bia wɔ asase bia deɛn na wode yɛ kwaye na ɛwɔ mu no ɛmmoa wɔ mu yɛsɛ kɔkyi bi but ɛnyɛ mmoa bia na ɔkwaye mu yɛ ɛboa bi wɔ kɔwe a wobɛwu so hu nti ɛtumi ɛnna ma yɛ civilized na ɛtutu nti ba ne nyinaa na gyina aban so sɛ aban na yɛ nyinaa no ɔmo na yɛ administrators of every country sɛ ɔmo tumi administrate ɔmo manage ɛnɔɔma ɛwɔ hɔ na biribiara so akɔ fine nti na road no sɛ woka sɛ wogya driver sɛ obiara bɛ drive deɛ ɔpɛ nti na yɛ road signs yɛsɛ wokɔ yɛde crossing na yɛ ha ebi wa wobɛhu right wɔm obi wa wobɛhu yellow wɔm ne nyinaa wɔ de nti yɛde si hɔ no so ba ne nyinaa akyi nso nipa da sɛ ne slaa no ɔbɛ sɛ ɔyɛ dɛ obu mmara so na kampasa mmara bi ani hɔ nti momma yɛnhu sɛ noma ɛkɔ so Ghana di Ghana noma akyi ɛfa ɔwɔ sɛ wote America wote US wote ɛka sɛ wote Europe deɛ ne ɛyi deɛ ba ma wɔne nkɔ w'akyi ɛnoma a ɛyɛ na ɛhu nya because ɛnyɛ sɛ ne de deɛ neɛ wobɛsɔre no pa no na wɔ WhatsApp na so green na afei de na abusuafoɔ frɛfrɛ wo namfoɔ ne nkɔfoɔ koraa wonya hu koraa no yes nti no ma yɛ nyinaa kɔ sika de kɔ Ghana no sɛ wonim a yɛde $6 billion average bɛyɛ $4 billion afi biara o Ghana for wɔ abɔkyɛ nyɛ sika de kɔ Ghana no ɛnyɛ sika ketewa so about 65 billion cedis ɛnyɛ sika ketewa ɛte wotoɔ no ase sisia no ewiase nyina wote abɔkyerɛ a yɛwɔ ayi o yɛwɔ 4 saa mmere yɛwura 4 autumn UK for autumn nsuo bɛtɔ leaves ne sa bɛhyɛ ase tetetete na sɛ nsuo tɔ bi ɔkɔ ne kaa na ogyina pastor ne nsuo aborɔ na raincoat na wɔhyɛ ayi Wellington boot sɛ amanneɛ ɔsɛ ɔkɔpɛ sika na ɔkɔboa Ghana yɛfiri 4 ne autumn a na winter sa hyɛ ase na afei deɛ sɛ bi yɛsa da no abadamfoɔ yɛbɛhyɛ ntadeɛ 3 4 5 ne yɛsa hyɛ fie ne asɛ nkokɔ a yɛasɔ yɛyi no yɛ heater no we so hu na yɛsa afra wo sila ɔsɛ ɔkɔgyina snow no mu obi timi tenso ma so ntimi code ni timi de na wanya frostbite na ne sa no kwanhwɛ sɛ yɛkɔtwitwa bi firi so mane a yɛhu no wɔ abɔkyerɛ bi no wo sɛ wie winter na sa hyɛ spring ase na nhwire ne seed ne ɛhyɛ ase afifi saa cycle saa wɔba abɔkyerɛ 1 year ago no wobɛtu ne wɔtwa 10 years saa cycle no saa wɔne bɛba so no saa ne tie enti yɛdan a ne baabi a wɔ biara no ɛyɛ deɛ ne nso no ɛsan sɛ wɔbusuafoɔ dodoɔ na wɔ Ghana nti no ɛwɔ mu a wɔbɛsɛ bi a daakye bi wɔbɛkɔhwɛ Ghana na wɔabɛkɔ Ghana na plane current airport no so cause baabi a yɛtutu na ahemfie koraa yɛtu galamsey wɔ na airport no wɔhu sɛ nansɛ yɛtu Kolongo Accra road no yɛtu galamsey akɔdu ayi wɔ no nti yɛtwa ɛkwan no mu wie a nnipa dodoɔ sɛ na wɔbɛtumi afa plane wobɛfa plane ebi a plane koraa no yɛbɛtu airport wobɛka sɛ plane koraa no yɛde kotoka koraa yɛ close no until sɛ yɛbɛfixe ɛyɛ tarmac no cause yɛtu galamsey wɔ hɔ so hu nti momma Ghana asɛm so ɛnhia wo paa sɛdeɛ aha no so ɛyɛ no ka yɛ kwan deɛ a ɛnyɛ wo yere ne wo krama asɛm yɛ busua no ɛnte saa nka wo yere ne wo krama asɛm deɛ ne nka ne yɛ woda no wada ɛsiane sɛ yɛdeɛ no ɛyi wɔ mu no extension wɔ mu no extension wɔ mu nti wo nana wo papa wo maame wo abusuafoɔ hwan ne wo namfo ne nyinaa nti na wokɔ WhatsApp so no social media so wobɔ sɛ obiara wɔ hɔ kama nti ha na yɛde questions and answers ne ɛsiiɛ obiara bɛkyerɛ n'adwene ne nyinaa wohwɛ a Ghana ho dodoɔ na 99.9 deɛ Ghana ho dodoɔ na nti amanyafoɔ yi mutie a mu sɛ yɛde adwumadeɛ kɛseɛ ahyɛ mo nsa sɛ mu nyansa mu no muntumi nhwɛ ma ntoto nɔɔma yɛanyɛ ne sɛ bi a obi ntumi ɛnyɛ mboro so nti na wonyɛ special saa ɛyɛ nipa na ɛyɛ ɛto abama awoɔ nti teacher de yɛbɔ no deɛ but sɛ student no a teacher timi kɔgyina bi sɛ wɔdi yɛbɛka sɛ teacher no students wɔ woni student bia nti yesu kra nso ɔbaa yɛfrɛ rabbi ɛde nti ne frɛ but no disciples or students saa na tie Pharisee no mo student Sadducee for no more students nti no saa na ɛkɔ nti yɛ no MPs for no mo na mo hyɛ mmra nyansa wɔ mu because a man emotion so emo so ebedi mu aha ebedi mu nti no utu amra na watu ni ye na ye pia wakoma aha na ye hu se amna utu mo betimi efri na mo wuka ze wo de untum na ukotu amra na ebi amra no ne asemento ho upie enye yi lada bi e ne ho nti na dia wo no sese ye fru a ebo kakra me ne bibi sa beba ye be ye turn to God's word adwumade ne so ye adwumade ni nyina onyame asem no ye tie nyame ne nyame sro a onipa be ye de etene de ye nipa asodenfo ho de ne nso no nyame asem no so etimi guide nipa akoma ema ono ne conscious nti just kamwade nyina okwan de ne so de biso nyame ti menye sa de no nti me ne bibi beba bia enche 2:30 3 o'clock the next hour no ebeba na baba ene yebeka very very important yebefa Kristo ni ahwe he being the head of the church, his blood and his resurrection. So yebehwe sa ade ni nyina and Jesus as a savior. They are very very important. Yabwa yesabesheti enwanom nyina yedamase se ne denso mobile na mobetie akwanjifo radio. Said you can all the platforms open your YouTube, X and can near Twitter, Obenya and so Facebook and your Telegram so sa ti baby obekobia Obenya AKW na yapa yenkwa na yakwanjifo radio. Se opesa wo ye wo ware wo to bedin na say bia odi anniversary bi say 5 years anniversary say wa ware say ya ene ye oba obehu akwanjifo radio e beba ho, especially in Europe there some system there ko baby and over to na from UK to France kwa obefa and undersea no English channel no obeko ofa kwa me kama ebeko ramu beba ho na ababonyum kakra na wo dia aware oba o to bedi na wama obedi no watu ne din kama ma no no so beka ewiase officially ti yedamu nyina mase ti Papa Smalley aha na ye ponti ewia obesom na yakoy nim ti se mbese mudi hu koma me bie mu yewie de mo anka smetime di nkomo to se Papa Smalley beba ana se yebeye ye next program nti obia
Over Kwame.